Round one is over. Hello, you cunts. No fear. God, what a day. What a day indeed. The smoothest round we've ever had in the World Cup in terms of getting the results out. And it happened in round one. Round one's meant to be the fucking tricky one that takes days for me to get the results out. Didn't happen this time. I'm getting good at this.
Yeah, you're getting very quick at this.
It took me 6 World Cups, but yeah, we're on point. So we've got to go through a few things tonight. We have what the premise of round 2 looks like. We'll go through the current standings, so how the actual teams are getting on. We'll go through who's still left in the tournament and who they're representing and how the next draw system will work. And then after we do the draw, we'll go through the results from the previous round. And the decision on promo of the round hasn't been decided yet, but I will go through, just to keep the tensions rising, the names of the people that are in contention or were eliminated in early contention. So, yeah, a lot to go through.
It's been a crazy day. I've been refreshing. I've never refreshed my phone as much as I have today. Constantly.
This is what I love about this system. The amount of people that refresh. And imagine the years before, when I used to like go to bed and there was like fucking like 15 matches still left to judge, and people like throughout the night, because they're American time, like refreshing, going, why the fuck's he not doing it? Why is he not doing it?
I'd wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Grant, where's the fucking results?
Yeah, literally, these were the yesteryears. But I'm a man that has learned from his previous mistakes and has delivered to the audience around the world. So round 2 is looking hot and heavy as always. There's a lot of scenarios that can happen. There are a lot of big matches that can come of this. There are a lot of intriguing matches that can come of this. So just so everyone knows how round 2 will work. Round 2, the limit of the time will go up to 9 minutes. Again, I'll say to everyone this: just because you've got 9 minutes doesn't mean you should use 9 minutes. Some of the promos that went through, some of the promos that are in contention for promo of the round are ranging anywhere between like 3.5 minutes up to sort of like 5 minutes. You know, that seems to be sort of a sweet spot. There are 3 points up for grabs in this round. This round, round 2, a win will get you 3 points. This is a knockout round again, so we will lose 14 members from this round. There are 28 people left. 14 will be eliminated before we get to that final stage, that round 3, just before the preliminary. We are going all the way, because I love going to Africa. We're going to go to the Ivory Coast for the first ever time in the World Cup, so the Côte d'Ivoire, and we are going to the Alassane Ouattara Olympica Stadium in Mbempi in Côte d'Ivoire. Good luck trying to say that. I know some people are going to say it really, really well, because they always prove me wrong every year. I try and make a really tricky place to go to. The promos will be due 11:59 p.m. on the 12th of the 8th. There is a grace period, because I don't wake up at that time. I start judging around 10 a.m. UK time. So you have got until actually 6 a.m. on the 13th of the 8th. But if you aim for that midnight the night before, you're in a good position. That seems fair.
Yeah, 100%.
Fab. So what we're going to go through next is the standings. So what it currently looks like, who's where, and then we'll go through who's left, and then we'll get the draw underway, because I think that's what the people have come to join us here tonight to find out who's going to be facing who in round 2.
Ruby Knight, thank you for the opportunity. Hey, thank you for being in it. Thank everyone for being in this. I mean, fucking absolutely fantastic turnout this year.
It was really good. A lot of people reached out to me for critique, gave them fair critique.
Yep.
Everyone was very responsive of that. One person's just kicked off and not asked for critique. But, you know, I think we all know that was going to happen. And
I have no idea who you're on about. Who could possibly be kicking off?
Fireboy. Yeah. So looking at the standings, the table as it is, so obviously throughout this World Cup, you should know by now, there are 2 titles you're running for. The World Cup Championship, which is the sole individual that will be the World Cup champion at the end of round 4. But you're also playing for that prestigious World Cup. That's the one that's been going the longest. You are playing as a team, you're playing for a team. And the more points you generate, the luckier you're going to get to actually being able to deliver for your EFED. So yeah, this works like F1, as I've said before. There is a champion at the end, but there's also a championship team. That's why you're in a team of 4. As it stands, round 1, 2 people are sat at first place, both with 8 points. That is Foundation BWO WGP Team 1 and Heresy Team 1, both with 8 points, and all 4 individuals going through to round 2. We then have in a joint 3rd place 4 teams: Foundation BWO WGP Team 2, EMP with 3 people left on 6 points, as well as the team I said before, Heresy Team 2 with 6 points and 3 people left, and UWO with 3 people left and 6 points to the good. In 7th place is Joint Pandemonium and SWA Team 1. Both have 2 individuals left with 4 points. In 9th place is WKP with 3 points and 2 people left. The reason they've got 3 points is because Hammer no-showed. Unfortunately, he did message me thinking that the due date was tomorrow. So he fell into a little trap, but it happens. But unfortunately, they have to take the -1 for that. 10th place is Revolt Wrestling Team 2 with 1 person left. They're sat on 2 points. And sat in 11th, but not eliminated, is SWA Team 2 with 1 point. Mike Storm delivering the -1. So all he did was actually steal away from Phil the 2 points that he earned. But it happens. It is personal reasons. We're not going to criticize him too much for that. Shit happens. Real life comes first. This is a game second. Simple as that. So that's how it sits. The teams that are eliminated are actually on my other sheets. So we'll go through who's left as well. So Revolt Wrestling Team 1 got eliminated. UAW got eliminated. And Wasteland got eliminated in the first round. 3 casualties already. Thins the herd. But as it stands, the people that are left: BWO WGP Foundation Team 1, Don Crichton, DB Greatness, Vane, and Franklin Benjamin. All 4 are still solidified within this tournament. Heresy Team 1, Alstrea, Doomsayer, Bong Daddy, and Beast. And just before I continue with this, this is really important for the draw. So BW WGP Team 1 are Team 1 in the draw. Don Crichton is A. DB Greatness is B, Vane is C, and Franklin Benjamin is D. That is going to be very important to remember for the draw. Heresy Team 1, Alstrea, they are part of Team 2 in this. So if number 2 comes out, that is Heresy Team 1. Alstrea is A, Doomsayer is B, Bong Daddy is C, and Beast is D. Team 3 for the draw is BWO WGP Team 2, who have Jay Menace left, who is will be representing the letter A. Iceman Bobby Miller will be B, and AT Antwarte will be C. Team 4 is EMP. D Psycho is A, Mad T is B, Blunt Row is C. Heresy Team 2 is 5, and that is Seth A, Goat B, and Playboy C. Team 6 is UWO. Toa is A, Glenn Sexton is B, and Gully Guns is C. Pandemonium is number 7. That is Adam Smush as A, and Do Not Resuscitate, or Demon Nathan Roop, or whatever he wants to go by these days. Very great promo in the first round. He is B. Team 8 is SWA Team 1. Ralph Swagger is A, and Deviant is B. WKP are 9. That is Lunatic is A, and Onyx is B. 10 will be Revolt Team 2. Soulstar is A. It's the only person that can be pulled out. So if 10 comes out, it can only be Soulstar. And if 11 comes out, that will be SWA's Team 2, Phil Marshall, who is the only individual that could participate for them. Something I noticed I haven't done on this admin is actually write the numbers next to the team. So I'm going to do that just so that the draw is smooth and I'm not trying to second guess myself. 1, Team 2. So Team 1, BWO, WGP Team 1. They will be coming out as 1. Heresy Team 1 is 2. Number 3 is BWO, WGP Foundation Team 2. So if number 3 comes out, it will be one of them 3. If Team 4 comes out, it is EMP. If Team 5 comes out, it's Heresy Team 2. If UWO come out, it will be number 6 for them. That will be representing them. Number 7 is Pandemonium. 2 members that are fighting for that. Number 8 will be SWA Team 1. Number 9 will represent the members left for WKP, the 2 members there. Number 10 can only be Soulstar, and number 11 can only be Phil Marshall from SWA Team 2 and Revolt Wrestling Team 2. Have we got anyone in the comment section?
Joey wants Burn Man, even though Burn Man is out now.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a first for the World Cup if we had Joey DeWitt versus Burn Man in a non-World Cup match during World Cup weekend. That would be brand fucking new. I tell you what, just because we're at that stage, before we get into the draw, to keep everyone entertained, earlier today I was sent a video from Joey DeWitt. I haven't actually watched it. I think I know what it's about, but I wanted to play it live so I could get a raw reaction for myself. I sent it to DJB. DJB has not watched it either, so this is going to be the first time that we see it. So we're really taking a risk by sharing it live, because you could say anything. Could drop bombs all left, right, and center for all we know, but let's hope not.
Shall we play it?
It's Joey DeWitt. Let's just do it.
There we go.
Now, I'm just going to say this. I've been watching the World Cup now for years now, and it's usually the same people over and over needing the validation to come into the World Cup. I mean, shit. RCW was in there at one point. I mean, fuck, we ran through motherfuckers. But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. So, but it's a place where you can showcase your talents, and it's always the same people over and over and over again. And, well, I keep paying attention in that Burning Man. What the fuck? What kind of dumb shit is that? What the fuck? It's not even entertaining, sir. I think you need to go watch some movies, or TV, or play video games, or, you know, I see you touch grass, so, I mean, you can't be that, you know, that far on the tism. But maybe you are. I mean, but I'm not coming at you guys as a competitor. I'm coming at you guys as a spectator, because as a competitor, I'm a four-time Hall of Famer. Yeah, this guy is ugly as fuck, but 4 times. I just realized my pinky's all out of whack. But who the fuck is Burn Man? Why the fuck does he matter? Like, this is the first time ever hearing of him. I've been around 12, 13 years. However the fuck long. It's been way too goddamn long. I mean, but it's just coffee, guys. No alcohol, I promise. I'm not back on the wagon. But hey, Burn Man, you really want to fight, man? I'm sure Grant could hook me up with a little side note with you. You really want to tussle? We'll tussle. Because everybody tells you I'm controversial. My match I won here, some of the lines that I said, I shouldn't have said it. But I did. So, Burn Man, if you really want to get up and actually burn one, let's do it. I don't know you. You don't know me. Let's get sexual. Let's really get down and dirty, because, I mean, fighting or fucking, either way, I'm getting naked. And you, I'll make you naked.
Can we get a hashtag? I'll make you naked.
Hashtag I'll make you naked. Get it in that There's 15 of you watching. Get it in that comment section right now. But Joey, I do have 3 words for Joey. Breaking the virginity.
Yes. We may already have people lined up for breaking the virginity. I don't want to give too much away, but we might have a certain metallic animal coming back to EWN for a breaking the virginity match, if you know what I mean. We might have a certain flawless disco lights going on coming back despite losing out in round 1 of the World Cup for breaking the virginity. And I'm sure that person would love to break virginities left, right, and center. There are plenty of spots left on breaking the virginity, and we'll get to that after the World Cup. I know people are eager. I know it's one of the staple events of EWN because it just produces matches you've never seen before. It's beautiful, but that's what the World Cup's doing right now. It's producing matches you've never seen before. So yeah, it'll be good. I am naked. I believe that, though. I believe that.
I do as well. I'm a make you naked.
So we've gone through what's happening in round 2 and where it will be, when it's due by. It's still knockout. We've gone through the standings as they are. We've gone through who is who in the draw, and I think the last thing we've got left to do now is actually do the draw. So with that being said, I'm going to do the draw. Yes.
Phil versus Bong Daddy. Phil versus Bong Daddy. Phil versus Bong Daddy.
Funny enough, I was talking to my partner earlier, and she loves like there's this whole community of thing that I do, and she's watched a couple of promos and seen a couple of things, and one of the first things I said to her earlier, I was like, "Oh, round 2, I'd love to see Phil versus Bong Daddy. That would be like my dream scenario happening, but anything can happen." So let's get into match 1 and find out who it will be. Make sure my pen's ready. Just to reiterate what numbers you're looking for. BWO WGP Team 1, you are 1. Heresy Team 1, you are 2. BWO WGP Team 2, you are 3. EMP is 4. Heresy Team 2 is 5. UWO is 6. Pandemonium is 7. SWA Team 1 is 8. WKP is 9. Revolt Wrestling can only be Soulstar number 10. And SWA Team 2, Phil Marshall, can only be number 11. So with that being said, let's draw. So
Shady, Shady, shut up. It's not. Okay. Take your licking like a man.
The only scam was you dubbing your own promo. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the only bit I'm gonna mention. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Right, number 4. So we are with EMP. So it can only be A, B, or C. A being the Psycho, B being Mad T, and Blunt Row being C. And it is C. It is Blunt Row. Blunt Row is the first person out for EMP. So EMP. Blunt Row. Just so everyone knows as well, because I've sort of realized there's a scenario that could happen here. If by any chance number 1 or number 2 doesn't get drawn at all until the very end, meaning the only 4 members left are all from the same team, the previous 2 draws will be split up into 4 individuals, and then we will draw. I hope that scenario doesn't happen because that's just a fucking ball ache. But yeah, just so everyone knows, that's how it looks. So Blunt Row EMP will be going up against, cannot be number 4, has to be a different number, and it is number 6. I'm gonna make sure I do that right. Cool.
Look,
number
there
6.
He is. There he is. There he is.
Ooh. Blunt Row, nice. UWO. So it can be A, Toa, B, Glenn Sexton, or C, Gully Guns. I want to see Blunt Row Gully Guns.
You know what? I just want to point out all 3 of them. They were standout promos for me when I watched them. They were fucking fantastic.
What, Toa? You taking the piss?
Shut up.
Anyway, it was B that was drawn, so it's going to be Glenn Sexton versus Blunt Row. What a match! Oh, Glenn though was it was good to see a heel side of Glenn.
Yes,
It
very much so.
really was. Team
He's
6 still have people, so he is sexy Glenn. I'll give him that. So B is gone for Team UWO. There's no numbers gone. So match 2, match 1, just for anyone that's just joining us. Blunt Row EMP versus UWO Glenn Sexton. I'm trying to grab a number 3, which is BWO WGP Team 2, which can be J Menace, Iceman, Bobby Miller, or AT Antoine Tate. All very good picks, and it can't be D because they ain't got 4th man, so it has to be A, which is J Menace. This time I hope he gets a competitor, seeing he was one of the no-show automatics.
Right, Chubby Gamer here saying they want J versus Byers.
It could happen. J Menace is for BWO Team 2. T2. Perfect. So let's throw the A and that D back just in case. We'll keep 3 out and we'll cross off J Menace so he doesn't accidentally come back into the fold. And he will be going up against. That must be 9. So 9 was WKP, so it can be Lunatic or Onyx. So only A or B count in this draw. And it is D, so that can't be. It is C, of course, we've got C next. And it is B, so that will be Onyx. Oh, what a match. Onyx was very good
Yes.
in the previous round.
I don't know, is he still a champion or he's just got a championship belt?
No, he actually just he just received a physical championship belt, holding the title for over 6 months, which is really good, well deserved.
Not many people have done that over there, and it's really good that they do that over there. I know you've got one as well.
And I will be receiving the first ever WKP World Tag Team Championship with Gage Thompson, which unfortunately was this close to being in this World Cup.
I've been watching you two over there, and it's fantastic.
Oh, yes, mate, the UKV, the Unholy Kingdom of Violence. But yes, so match 2 will be J Menace BWO Team 2 against Onyx WKP. He is crossed off. So let's go back into the pot. That is, no teams have been eliminated yet. But they have now, because number 10 just got drawn. So that can only be Soul Star.
Ooh.
Soul Star, who did pull up a upset, I will say.
Against Vagabond, wasn't it?
It was against Vagabond, yeah. Didn't expect that. But, and I will say this, and we'll talk about it a little bit more in a bit, Vagabond slept. Simple as that. It happens. So team 10 is gone because it can't be drawn again. Just make sure. And Soulstar will be going up against. Ooh, what's this little number here? Number 1. So that's one of the teams that have a full set of players. So this can be either Don Crichton, DB Greatness Vane, or Franklin Benjamin. So any of these. It is Franklin. It's D. So Soulstar versus Franklin.
Oh God, Franklin just, of course, took out Shady Sean McKenzie.
And that is for BWO Team 1. And D can go back in the pot. 1 can go back in the pot because we still got competitors from 1. But Franklin is off the tally chart. Right, let's get back into it. Match 4. So match 3 is Soulstar from Revolt Team 2 against Franklin Benjamin from BWO Team 1. 9 is out, so I think that eliminates WKP now. So Lunatic, it can only be Lunatic.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. I'm not even going to grace them by putting it on screen.
What's that?
Grand, what the fuck, man? Are you going to put over Doom Slayer? It's Doom Slayer, by the way. When you know I dog walk his $$.
Is that Birdman by any chance?
It is.
If you think you beat him with the promo you put up, I seriously think you should go and reevaluate what you believe is a good promo in EFED. And that's not me being a dick. That's not me being, you've had a lot to say for the last week, which is great. It's fine. I love that content. I love fucking fighting talk. I want more of it. That's why I've allowed all your posts to be there. But for you to then put that promo out and tell me it's worthy of beating what Doomsayer put up, you're deluded. Right, moving on. So Lunatic WKP match 4. I think I've said my piece on that. Oh, it can only be number 11, Phil Marshall.
Bong daddy, bong daddy, bong daddy, bong daddy, bong daddy.
It can't be because he's got Lunatic.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, I missed that bit. I phased out. I was too busy.
Phil
Lunatic.
Marshall versus.
Oh god, Lunatic and Phil Marshall.
T2. I'm all for this because Lunatic is not going to step away from his guns and put in some fun work, which I do like Lunatic's work. I'm a fan. Love going up against him. Love doing stories with him. Right, so match 5. Phil Marshall is gone. Lunatic and
Fucking
team.
cooks.
Oh shit!
Hi, Josh.
I just stupidly threw 9 back in when it's gone, but I'll throw it away when it comes back up. Team 2. So that is the Heresy team.
Heresy.
Funny enough, you say, Josh. Yep. So that is Heresy.
Come on, I'm manifesting Bong Daddy.
Bong Daddy, yeah. They've got a full list, so it doesn't matter what letter comes out, and it is B, which is Doomsayer, the man that beat, and fairly so, Burnman.
Yeah. Doomsayer. Okay, everyone? Doomsayer.
So B needs to go back into the pot. And he will be going up against, can't be, I've thrown, there's 9. Thank fuck for that. I can throw that away. 7. Oh shit, who's 7? Pandemonium. So it's got to be Adam Smush or DNR. Oh, I want it to be DNR so bad. That'd be a great match. It's not. It's Adam Smush. A came out. So that is an interesting contrast of 2 individuals. So Pandemoniums, Adam Smush will go up against Doomsayer, Heresy Team 1. That is a complete set of matches.
I have a feeling we've actually seen that before in SWA at some point. I might be wrong, but they were both there at the same time, I'm sure. So they may have crossed paths there.
That would be interesting. So 7 still has DNR, so that can go back in. Adam Smush can no longer be drawn, and Heresy's Doomsayer can no longer be drawn. They've still got 3 people left, so let's keep on at it, eh? So match number 6 will be Team 1, which is BWO WGP Team 1, and that will be C, which is Vane. I like the Vane. Vane's work is very good. I'm also facing Vane very soon in Elite Marks.
You're also facing me very soon in VPW.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun, my friend.
Very sexy. VWO. I want to jump into the Grantiverse and just put you against the fucking sleeves just to fuck the shit up.
I'll bum him.
If you'd like that. Okay, cool. So that is Vane from BWO will be going up against. Throw the C back. Have I got the right? Yeah, I've got the right numbers now. 4, who is just missed Civil War there. Is EMP. So EMP have D Psycho and Mad T left, which is A and B. So C is not going to cut it. D is not going to cut it. It's going to fucking happen all night now. A, that looks like to me is A, so that is D Psycho. Vane v D Psycho. D Psycho's got
another team that did well in round 1, EMP.
They did, yeah, definitely turned some heads there. They weren't fucking around. EMP, so EMP's D Psycho against Vane from BWO Team 1 Foundation GMBT. All the letters of the LGBT, BWO, I don't know, whatever they're called these days. So 4 and 1. We'll get rid of Vane. We will get rid of. Where is he? D-Psycho. He cannot be drawn again. He's in a match. Done. Let's keep going. Match number 7. 7 Heaven. And it is. Oh, I've picked 2 out, so I'm just going to have them. So 7 for match 7 and 1. So we are going to lose another BWO WGP. And they will go up against. It can only be DNR from Pandemonium. So Team 7 is being thrown away. So it will definitely be DNR, who had probably one of the best first halves to a promo during that first round. Incredible. DNR from Pandemonium.
Pardon me.
And he will be going up against Team 1's. We could have Don Crichton or DB Greatness. I'd be happy with either of these, to be honest. Oh shit, I can't draw that. That's the wrong pot. And it is can't have C because that's already gone. That was Vane. A, so that is Don Crichton. Oh,
I do believe it's
very cinematic.
I believe, yeah, it's Krypton, not Crichton. You know, Krypton like Superman's home planet.
I'm disabled, so it's fine.
Crichton's the robot from Red Dwarf.
I don't fucking know. BWO T1 called Don Krypton. I massively apologise if that is the correct pronunciation.
Terrible.
Awful times. 7 is gone, but 1 is still got some competitors left. So let's move on to match number 8 and find out who that will be. We have 5. Oh, 5 hasn't come up yet. That is Heresy Team 2. So that's Seth, Goat, or Playboy, and it is Seth. Went up against Havoc in the first round.
What's his name, God?
Seth Sexy Man.
Seth Sessenbrenner.
Sessenbresser. Yes, brilliant. Heresy T2. Okay, so Seth Sessenbrenner will be going up against. Oh shit! Team 2, Heresy T1. It's a civil war. This can happen. So he's got either Alstraya, Bong Daddy, or Beast.
Oh.
And it is Alstraya. A came out. So Alstraya. They all both got people left. Yeah, that's fine. So
I don't envy you for having to judge this.
Yeah, fuck my life, right? Fuck being the best judge in fucking EFED history. Fuck's sake. I am a comp genius. That's all I'm going to say.
You're a cunt genius.
I'm a cunt genius. Yeah, I am. I agree with you. 3, which is BWOWGP, and they will be going up against, because I'm going to draw anyway. Oh, 2. So we've got Heresy T1. So for BWO, that looks like B to me, which is Iceman Bobby Miller.
It's either Bongo Beast, isn't it?
It's Bongo Beast. Bobby Miller. Just picked up BWO T2, and then they will be going up against. He will be going up against D. Yes, that is an available plot twist. Beast. Oh, what a match! What a match!
Iceman versus
that is one to watch. That is a match to watch.
Yeah.
Iceman was very good in round 1. Beast.
I mean, both of them were. They were both very good in round 1.
You would say that.
Of course, I would say that. Beast beat me.
Team 2 still has Bong Daddy left.
Oh, sorry, my ego didn't come to. Beast beat me.
I plan probably that. Yeesh. Okay, so last match there that came out was Bobby Miller from BWOT2 going up against the Beast from Heresy T1. Match 10. We have match 10. Oh, and that is number fucking hell. Number 2. It can only be Bong Daddy.
Oh.
Oh.
But let's just look. What are some of the possibilities for Bong Daddy here?
Great thing to do. There's some meaty matches just looking at the sheet alone. So Heresy T1. So the possibilities for the Bong Daddy match now could be DB Greatness, AT Antoine Tate, Mad T, Goat, Playboy, Toa, Gully Guns, Ralph Swagger, Deviant. That is it. Those are the possibilities.
Imagine Bong versus Goat.
I want it so bad. Oh, there's 2 that's come out. I'm going to throw one back. And open number. It's Heresy T2. It's number 5. It's Goat or Playboy versus Bong Daddy. Heresy T2. Shit, 2 Civil Wars. This is the problem when you get 3 people from one team goes back through and 4 from another go back through. So we're looking for B would be Goat and C would be Playboy, and it is
no way.
The recently inducted Hall of Fame tag team, Goat and Bong Daddy, be going up against each other. Going up against each other.
That's it. Just end the cup now.
Shit the bed.
It's going to be Bong Daddy and Phil. I'm calling this Bong Daddy and Phil in the final.
Well, 7 people get to the final, so
I don't give a fuck. The other 5 don't matter now.
Right. Team 2 is gone. And Team 5 still has Playboy to play, so Team 5 can go back into the pot and that can go away. Cool. Do you know what? I'm gonna, before I get to match 11, 11 is my favorite number of all time. It's a very special number to me, so it's going to be a great match no matter what. I'm gonna have a drink. I need one. I need to take a breather for a sec.
That's right. You do that. Our audiences are accustomed to long waiting times. It's okay.
Not these days. After that smooth round 1. Is there anything going on in the comment section before we move on to match 11?
There is quite a bit. Alstra in the comment section saying the lamb chops are done. I don't know what he means by that, but the lamb chops are done. That's going to be.
I mean, he's from Australia. They have a lot of lambs there. He could be cooking lamb for all we know.
Shady's final 4. Phil, Bobby, Jay, and Bong Daddy. Very strong final 4, I do say so.
Those 4 could potentially go there. Yeah, definitely.
Hello, everyone.
Still got a whole other round to get through.
Mascot Rockstars here.
So number 3 is out. So that can only be AT Antoine Tate from BWO WGP Foundation Team 2.
Also had another great first round.
So I'm going to reveal something early on because we'll talk about it in a bit. But Antoine Tate is one of the contenders for promo of the round. So that just gives you an inkling to how good his promo was.
Yeah, very understandable why.
And it's 5, which is Playboy v Antoine Tate. Fuck me sideways. I can't.
Maybe later.
I said this match would be good. I said number 11. This is like the ultimate guilty pleasure match to me.
Bong Daddy Go, I think, is going to be the one for this round.
That's the biggest match. Seth and Al is going to be fucking meaty as well. BWO Team 2, you have completely exhausted all your people there in matches.
Am I right in thinking SWA Team 1 hasn't popped up yet? Yeah, Ralph and Deviant
sat there. Just so everyone knows, the final people that are available, and this could Oh no, DB, Manti, Toa. Oh yeah, okay. So there's DB Greatness from BWO WGP Team One, number one. Mad T from EMP from Team Four for the draw. UWO's Toa and Gully Guns is left. SWA Team One's Ralph Swagger and Deviant is left. There you go. There's plenty to play with here. Hopefully, I don't end up with that stupid scenario where I've got a redraw. One is DB Greatness.
Casey, you're right. This round is insane.
It's fucking bonkers. But this is what we love. We want bonkers. We want fucking stupidly
You know
insane
what? I'm
matches.
glad. I'm glad I'm not in it now. I honestly am.
You can relax and just enjoy, right?
I am.
So DB Greatness from BWO WGP Foundation T1. And I haven't actually drawn the next one, so we'll find out who they are going against. Let me just make sure they're right. Yeah, there's three left.
So,
There. That's fine.
How do you get an invitation to any of these? Am I not good enough to be on the World Cup? Lol, just kidding. Always a fan, long time listener, first time caller.
Do you know what? When your boy there put up a post going like eyes go as if to go, I want to be a part of this. I think there are a few teams that fucked up not snapping him up, because I said this 2 years ago. He is one of the best up and coming rising promo artists. I don't know what he's doing recently. It's not come into my feed. Maybe that's because he's still in the land of Ronnie James, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. So number one was DB Greatness, and he got Mad T. Number 4 came out, Mad T from EMP. That will be an interesting match, definitely. So 1 and 4 have been exhausted. There are no EMP and no BWO WGP Team 1 left. That's Mad T. So that only leaves. So this has to. Oh no, that's perfect. There's literally just 2 teams left.
They've stopped playing. That's why.
Oh, is that what happened? That
Yeah.
sucks ass. You're a fucking good promo artist. So the final 2 matches have to be SWA Team 1 versus UWO. That's the only way this can go. So there's no point in me drawing the numbers. So UWO is actually, for fairness, see who draws first. 8, which is Team SWA T1. Yeah. And it is can't be C because there's no C. There is an A though, so that is Ralph Swagger.
Oh, the Unchained Hooligan of SWA. Ralph Swagger.
SWAT1.
I know Ralph's going to be looking to let up some frustration after, you know, I know obviously Mike had to step back, but he didn't get a promo in round 1 towards him. And I know that'll annoy Ralph going through in that way.
So we can't have B because that was Glenn Sexton. He's already gone. But we can have a C. Oof. Golly guns.
Oh, Ralph. Fuck, SWA, man.
So Gully Guns is not in the top 4 for promo of the round, but was in the little table of contention. Yeah. So that tells you how good his promo was. Which means that only literally leaves 1 match left. So Gully Guns is from UWO. So the final match has to be, cannot go any other way, Deviant, number 14. And will have to go up against Toa.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, fuck.
And he is from SW82.
SWA is going to be left with 1 member, and I know I shouldn't say that, but Jesus fuck. That's 2 heavy matches.
It's Toa's UWO, right? UWO.
Anything can happen in the World Cup, folks.
I think we've already proven that, and we'll go through the results shortly. We'll have a little bit of fun and enjoy. I don't need to keep any of these anymore. The matches are set in stone. Let's go through them and see what heavy hitting we have to look forward to. And as per last draw, I'm going to ask you Daniel, for your opinion on who you think will win these matches.
Okay.
So match 1, Blunt Row from EMP takes on Glenn Sexton from UWO.
So
Who you got?
that one, in my opinion, is going to be a very tough match. I am going to give it to Glenn, though. I think Glenn's going to have that ferocity, that emotion behind him.
Depends how they both turn up.
Yeah.
I think that is what I call a swing match. That can go either way.
Yeah.
Match 2, Jay Menace from BWO Team 2 versus WKP's Onyx.
I'm going to have to say Jay Menace. I don't really know both men in particularly well, but judging on their last promos from round 1, Jay Menace.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Really interesting. Match 3, Soulstar from Revolt Team 2 versus Franklin Benjamin, BWO Team 1.
Franklin Benjamin. He's on fire lately. Every time I've seen him. Even I spoke to Shady about Franklin, and I think Shady's words were, at the minute, he's just got his number, and he's one of them few people who just knows how to stay on top of people. So I think Franklin's got this one.
So what I will say is that there wasn't some clean hits from the Franklin promo. There was some things I noted, but unfortunately Shady had some bigger misses. But still, Franklin Benjamin was great. It was really a pleasure to judge that promo, both him and Shady. So match 4, Lunatics WKP against Phil Marshall's SWA T2.
Yeah, you don't need me to answer that one.
I don't think I do. Match 5, Doomsayer from Heresy T1 versus Adam Smush from Pandemonium.
Doomsayer. I think Smush is going to bring his usual style, which is, it's very fun, it's very entertaining, but Doomsayer that just has that intimidation factor. I mean, look what he did with Burn Man.
The only thing that I will say, though, is Doomsayer cannot sleep, because if he does, he's going to trip. That's all I'm going to say, is because Adam Smush promo was not bad.
Nobody should be sleeping during this, and I'll admit myself, my own mistakes. I slept a bit, and look what happened.
Happens. Match 6, Vane from BWO T1 takes on D Psycho from EMP.
See, I should really represent the OG elites, but I don't think I can in this scenario.
Vane was very good, but I'm going to say this. I mean, D Psycho actually picked it up in his own promo. He turned around and said, I used to be a joke and I'm not anymore. His work lately is like tenfold.
There's no rules against me offering advice, right?
No.
Right, okay. D Psycho, if you are still with Tim, utilize that.
Yeah, I mean, you could get creativity points. I mean, we're still judging on the same thing.
There's nothing saying you can't have other people appear in your promo.
Very true. Match 7, Don Krypton from BWO Team 1 goes up against DNR from Pandemonium. So both of these two, by the way, were in the original contention for promo of the round. Both during the nitty gritty were pushed away for certain reasons, but that just shows you the caliber of match this could be.
DNR, if he can keep the first half of his first promo from round 1, if he can keep that momentum throughout the whole of his promo in round 2, I think he's going to have a sure thing. But
I said this before. This is a cinematic match. This is what this is going to be, a cinematic match. Match 8 is Seth Sessenbrenner from Heresy Team 2 against Alstray's Heresy Team 1.
It's another hard one. That's another very hard one. I'm going to have to go with my favoritism, though, and I'm going to say Alstria. I've seen more of Al over the years. Well, you know what Al's experience is in wrestling as well.
Well, these two know each other, so this is going to be psychologically interesting. I'm looking forward to that one. Match 9, Bobby Miller, the Iceman himself from BWO T2 versus Beast of Heresy T1.
I'm going to go with Beast. I mean,
you got to go with the guy that knocked you out, right?
I've got to go with the guy that knocked us out, don't I? I mean, it feels right.
Yeah, it's good. I'm looking forward to that match. I really am, seeing what they bring out, especially as now. So this is the most interesting thing of World Cup Round Two, is that you now have access to a promo no matter what of your opponent. I mean, oh, do you know what my favorite thing about this whole week is? Do you know how many people I've seen go from BWO to Heresy to WKP to BWO to fucking Revolt? You know, I've literally been watching people cross over
Yeah.
constantly all week, and it's been beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
But now in round two, you already know what the guys pulled out in round one, so you know what their current mental state, right? So this is definitely what I'd be reading into, is right, what are they capable of? Look at their history. What have they just done? That's the advice I'll give everyone.
I want to give a piece of advice as well: is do not let the high of going through round one let you drop your guard in round two. People have made that mistake before. I've made that mistake before, and it can fuck you up massively. Your ego gets a bit too big. Oh, I got to round one because I beat so and so. Okay, but you might get the upset loss in round two. It can happen.
Well, I think DJB speaks from really good experience as well, because this is a man that did an incredible round one 2 years ago, incredible round two, and an incredible round three, and then fell apart in round four. And that's me being honest. You know,
I completely agree. I said the wrong name or something in a promo, and I completely fucked it up.
it wasn't even that. I think what happened is, in those 1-in-1 matches, you were really in control and your emotions were right, and you could focus on one person. The second you got to the final, it was 8 people, and I just feel like you didn't know which way your direction should go, and
Yeah.
that fell through. So listen to this man, because he had been all the way to the final of a World Cup. He knows what it takes to get to a final, and he knows the mistakes he's made in the past not to win it. So, you know, definitely a good man to talk to. So yeah, that moves us on to match 10: Bong Daddy versus Gold. Best friends.
I daresn't pick a winner. It's. I'm on the fence. I hate that term, but I'm on the fence. I cannot pick a winner.
I don't care what anyone says. Being on the fence is not a bad thing. People make out that it is. That's your choice. Fuck other people. But I mean, I'd love to hear what other people. Before we actually get into the nitty gritty, because we're going to go through the results from round one as well. If anyone would like to join us, please comment below. Daniel will send you the link. We'd love to get people on the show. We'd love to have interaction, talk to people. If people want to, you know, dirty talk their opponent, or they want to talk about what happened in round one, it's up to you. We're a fluent show, not gender fluent, but we are fluent. Match 11. Match 11. AT Antoine.
You are not getting the link, Burn Man. No fucking way are you getting on my screen.
Do it.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, you're cool, but listen, if the second he starts yabbering shit, fuck him off.
I do have a mute button.
You do have a mute button. Antoine Tate from BWO going up against Playboy's Heresy Team 2.
I'm going to go with Playboy.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Speaking of, he's just commented as well. Remove my government name.
Sorry, AT. Because he knows where it's at. You see what I did there? Match 12. DB Greatness goes up against Mad T. Do you know what? This for me, and I'm going to say this is a swinger, because depends how they turn up.
Yes.
Joey DeWitt wants the link.
Give me 2 ticks, Joey. Mad T, I'm going to go with you, but again, I'm going to give you the same advice that I just gave fucking D-Cycle before. If you're still together, utilize it. Right. My camera's going to go
right,
off.
because you can do it wrong or do it right.
Yeah. My camera's going to go off. I'm going to go and send Joey the link.
Fairs. So that takes us into match 13, which is Ralph Swagger versus Gully Guns. SWA Team 1 versus UWO. So when Dan gets back with us, we'll get his his insight to who he thinks picking up the win. And the one thing that I want you guys to do is the guys that Dan doesn't vote for, take that as offense, get angry and fucking use it in your promo. That's what I'm going to tell you to do.
No, because then they'll get angry at me.
No, if they start mentioning you, they fucked up. So yeah, don't do that. Don't mention Dan in your promo. Motherfucker from Newcastle.
Rockstar, why do you want the link? Why does Rockstar want the link?
Yes. In the great words of the once known Phil Marshall on these shows.
And there's Joey.
So before we get into people joining us and talking about rounds and what's going on next, Ralph Swagger or Gully Guns, who you got?
I'm going to have to go with my boy Ralph Swagger.
Gully Gang. And finally, match 14, SWA Team 1's Deviant goes up against Toa of the UWO.
I mean, my head's saying obviously go with Toa, but I've got to stay with SWA. It's my team, man. Plus, Deviant, Deviant surprised a lot of people in round one.
It's true, and I think there was a couple of upsets in round one, and we will get into the nitty gritty of that. But firstly, hello, Mr. Joey DeWitt, someone I'm very familiar with for many moons, over a decade now, which hurts me to say because that means we've got a little bit older since time's gone on. But you sent me a video earlier. I didn't watch it purposely, and I played it live. I thought the best way to do this. I'm a firm believer in what Vince McMahon said back in 2007. It can't go wrong if it's live, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I seen him like mouthing off in the comments, being a little crazy, and I was like, well, I like being crazy. I like getting naked. I like fighting. I was like, let's party,
He's still in the comments.
He's still in the comments, but he's avoiding me.
Right, no, fuck it. Get Birdman on the show. Throw him the link.
Right, okay, Birdman, you are coming on the show. My camera will go off again.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Hey, what did I just say? It can't go wrong if it's live, right?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of popping a little chub, so I mean, it's kind of.
Listen, that's fair, but I'm gonna set this mediation rule right now. If it starts to get a little bit choppy over the top of each other and no one can fucking understand what's going on, cutting it dead. Simple as that.
It's going to be entertaining. I like the World Cup so far, but I have my pick. I think I know who's going to win, and I've said it already.
Hey, who you got? Who you got as your winner?
I got Heresy. I got Heresy all day, baby.
I can't get messages. My account was suspended for 60 days. How was I meant to send a link?
The fucking show then.
How
you didn't send me the link. What did you do, sir?
Who did you touch? No.
This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, this is why we can't have nice things.
To be fair, for me, that just speaks volumes. Someone said they want to come on. We've let them come on. They can't come on. They're on their period. They're fucking dying of blood. Whatever.
You know who I honestly think that is? Just by the comments he was making. You know who I think that is?
Who?
That's one of Ronnie's boys.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely one of Ronnie's boys. And that's why they're avoiding me, because I would body all of CWF like I've done before.
Send the link in the chat. So just invite everybody on.
Did he just call you a redcoat? Is that what he just called you, a redcoat?
I'm a redcoat, apparently.
Oh,
you do realize?
Wait, what redcoat? Well, is that
I don't know. Man, I'm not really British. This is just all a fake accent. It's all a character.
Okay.
It's very true.
It's all I'm actually from America. The fact you couldn't recognize that makes you a complete retard. So go fuck yourself.
You're a fucking retard.
Why do you sound Southern? I know you ain't from the Southern United States, motherfucker. Quit that.
Man, I fuck my Annie mama cousin all the time. I am from the deep south.
Alabama. Knew it.
Look. Here in West Virginia, Do you know that if an animal is over 50 pounds, it is legal?
Sorry.
You heard.
Do you know what?
Look up dumb laws in the United States, even in Kentucky. You know it's illegal. You know it's illegal in Kentucky to keep an ice cream cone in your pocket on Sundays. Think about that.
I still think the UK are worse. You know, it's illegal to eat mince pies on Christmas Day. There you go.
Oh, side note, I want to ask you guys, how was the farewell? Did did everybody feel it from Birmingham on?
Dude, Ozzy's farewell was. Mwah.
I got to see his concert. I was happy that I got to see his final concert.
We're off topic, Joey.
Anyway, yeah, shut the fuck up. This is the World Cup.
It's the World Cup, baby. Anything happens.
Okay, so just for fun and just for the people watching, if anyone else wants to join, please do. We tried for some people; they've got excuses. I don't care.
You know what? I'm going to put the link in the chat, but not if I don't want you to come on screen. I'm just not going to put you on screen.
Yeah, they just come to the green screen, right? The green room, sorry.
Yeah, they just stay
They don't
there.
have cookies and milk. Don't let them promise you that. There's not in the green room. No cookies and milk.
Right.
So looking towards the promo of the round, there has to be one because it's worth 1 point. It's worth everything in this round. So the people that were up for contention off the initial round was Jay Menace, DNR, Phil Marshall, Don Krypton, AT. Sorry, I won't say government name. Playboy, Gully Guns, and Bong Daddy. The people that got removed for this for minor things, but at the end of the day, they were in that top bracket, were DNR, Don Krypton, Playboy, and Gully Guns. They're out of contention. The 4 men that are up contention for promo of the round are Jay Menace, Phil Marshall, AT, and Bong Daddy. I need to go back and watch all 4 promos against each other. I think I know who's won, but I need to be sure.
Which is fair.
I'm not going to say who I think as well, because I might U-turn my decision once I watch them again. But that's sort of where we're sat with that. So Dan, now being an outsider, who do you think is going to win this whole thing? Who do you think the individual that will win the whole thing, and which team do you think will win the whole thing?
I think Phil's going to win the whole thing, and I think Heresy's taking the team.
You know, I'm right there with him.
I think Heresy's taking that team cup. And you know what?
They still got 4. Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
I was finished. I'm just saying, if Heresy took the team cup, it would be deserved.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt about it. I mean, look at Heresy's team.
Listen, I'm going to throw out there the BWO teams are what Fire Pro was 5 years ago, and unfortunately they dropped out after round 1 due to they got hurt over. Well, sorry. 2 people in their team got butt hurt. The other 2 couldn't carry on because of that.
Imagine that.
Yeah, it happens, right?
People getting butt hurt in the World Cup
after winning their first 4 matches, and being top of the league table. It happens.
Wow. Okay.
Who is that? Who is that? There's a guest. It's a Hall of Famer, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God.
It is, ladies and gentlemen, it is Johnny Rockstar.
Oh, Johnny Rockstar!
So, Johnny Rockstar, who have you got as the champion of the World Cup so far?
I've been enjoying it ever since I've been watching it. There's some epic matches that I've seen for all of it. And I got a couple of my fellow followers. It's Maggie, D. Sacco, Jay Menace, and Iceman.
I mean, to be fair, J Menace, D Psycho, and Iceman, Bobby Miller. Yeah, interesting. Some good takes. And just quickly, just with recent events and what's going on and the downfall of IW, what are your thoughts on David Jones, Mr. Rockstar?
I don't really care about David Jones anymore. I moved away from him.
You know what? That was a much more polite way of saying it than he would have given you respect to say for. So do you know what? On this occasion in EWN at the World Cup, going into round 2, I'm going to say this: Johnny Rockstar is the bigger man. But for God's sake, pause him because that fucking noise is annoying me.
Who is it?
It's got to be Rockstar. It didn't start until he turned up.
But is it still going? Because I've muted him.
Yeah, it's still going.
So it's Joey.
Mute Joey. Mute Joey. Mute Joey.
It's Joey.
What?
Joey, I'm going to mute you for a second.
Okay. You're good.
There. See, look at that. The noise isn't there.
Oh, fucking West Virginia knobhead here. Fucking hell.
So we do have.
It's probably because of that.
A guest backstage.
Stop it then.
Should I bring the guest on?
Who is it? Who is it? Who we got?
Who do you think?
Birdman.
It's Birdman.
Do it. Yeah, no, give him a stage. Give him a voice.
Ladies and
no
gentlemen,
issue with giving people a voice.
Yeah. Birdman, here is your stage to speak.
Hey, Joe! I need your help, homie.
Hey, Birdman's on here. Cool. This is going to get sexy. Yes. And to answer your question, yes.
What size does the
Hey, give me your mic.
Pause Joey for a second. Pause Joey.
34.
Yeah. Joey, I'll meet you for a second, Joey.
Here for God damn it, let the man speak.
All right. Let Birdman say his piece. I appreciate that.
Grant, I'm very grateful to be a part of your tournament here. I mean, it's a hell of a show. I might have my own disagreements, but what you guys are doing here is something real special now.
I appreciate that. No, and that's fair. People are allowed their opinion. That's something I'm personally driven towards.
Now, if I could just, steer the conversation a little lewd, like we like to say down in the Cajun country.
Oh, you're from down in New Orleans area.
I gotta say one thing, and this is for goddamn facts, folks. Doll face ain't no doll face until you put a bag over that face. And that's for goddamn sure.
Ryan Days, I knew it was you.
Now, I haven't
You
worked
arse
with the
bastard.
LGN King since he fired my ass. And that's about 5 times in 3 months now.
Okay, so serious question though, actually, seeing as I've got you and you're speaking very openly and fairly. What is Ronnie like these days? Because most of my interactions with him is declining his ask for trying to come into EWN.
I don't know. The man has me blocked. My account's been reported. He
mine too.
My ass.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, he's the biggest coward I've ever known. But however, we do have an event coming up in October, I believe. Breaking the Virginity. So we got Breaking the Virginity coming up in October. Breaking the Virginity is an event where we piece people together that have never faced each other before. It's a fun event.
So why don't you get my ass booked in that?
That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm talking about. So I would like to, with your permission, book yourself versus Joey DeWitt.
I don't know who Joey is, but get him on. Let's get the son of a bitch on this live and start the match now.
He's here. He's up there in. I think it's your top left corner. I think.
Top
His
right.
face is in the screen now. Top right. Is it top right?
All right, now,
I'm
now,
staring at
Joey,
it.
Joey, before I
Hey,
get to your
Grant,
little
I know
candy ass,
you have
let me
my
just make
challenges that
something
I
real clear
challenge
here.
Wait,
them.
Am I gonna
Rockstar,
receive the same
Rockstar. Give it a
goddamn
sec.
judges I got in that Doomsayer match? Because that son of a bitch was just lubing his hands with hot sauce.
I know who you are. Does that scare you? It should. Your voice gives it all away. But I ain't saying nothing. Quiet now, ain't you?
Hey, aren't we here to do a wrestling match? Like, what is this? Hey, Grant, can you go over some stipulations here now, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Carry on.
What do you want for the match there, Birdman? What do you want it to be? I'll let you decide.
Casey, yes, I shall send you the link. We'll only have 6 on at a time, though.
I will tell you who to kick off. Don't worry.
Hey, now hold on. Before we look into the horizon, I want to talk about how my fucking shit I submitted gets fucking analyzed, chewed out, spit out, and you have these
Yeah.
assholes like Blunt taking a shit while fucking cutting his promos, and that's fucking acceptable? Like, come on, Grant. What type of fucking circus are we fucking running here?
Okay, so it's all right. I'm really confused right now, and I'm going to fucking speak very honestly. You came on here saying that you respect me, you respect everything that I put together, and then all of a sudden you've gone quiet and then come back with what shit show are you running? I'm not running a shit show. I'm running promos versus promos. The decision is who is best over a series of 6 categories, and every decision was correct. There is no if, buts, or maybes. There is no the loser wasn't the losers. The losers were the losers. And if you show me the respect that other people has and come to my inbox and say, what was the critique you'd give me, you'd find out why you lost. But instead, you've thrown a hissy fit several
I can't.
times.
My account's fucking for 6 months, man. I can't fucking send any messages.
And here
Well,
is
that sounds like your problem.
Hi,
How am
Casey.
I supposed to get a hold of people?
Hi, Casey.
Hi,
My
everybody.
man.
Okay, see, I didn't see
So,
your promo. What? I'm sorry, Joey D. I didn't see your promo either in the World Cup, so I'm really confused.
I don't
why
have to
these
be in the World
assholes are
Cup,
on the
baby.
screen.
I don't have to be in the
Right.
World Cup.
All right,
Dan, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Get rid of Birdman. I'm a
Okay.
fucking nut.
yeah, really confused.
Bye,
And
Matt
dog face.
Head.
Full of fucking
Thank
shit.
you.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm not. Like, what the fuck was that about? I'm not. Sorry. Johnny Rockstar, please repeat. I really hope you didn't say you want to fuck his bum. That's what it sounded like.
Right, I'm back.
The worst part was Johnny Rockstar, and this is no disrespect to you. You sounded more clear voiced than he fucking did.
He sounded very high.
Oh,
I just took a
high?
dab. I just took a dab too, man. And he sounded worse than I did.
Right. Anyway,
I'm
so
a little bit jet lagged from my trips I have from airplane to airplane.
So where did you go, Johnny? Where did you go, bro?
It was on the spoon. Was it on a? Was the aeroplane on a spoon?
Spoon.
Was the aeroplane on a spoon, and was somebody going?
You fucking knobhead.
He just couldn't leave it alone.
And when you said about October for bringing it to virginity, I had 2 challengers. It's
Yeah, you did, but you'd already faced one of them.
But I'm thinking about the other one. I had about when you were facing my career. It's Jay Menace.
I mean, I think you might struggle to get Jay Menace to agree to a match where you were breaking the virginity, because I think he'll want more of a competition, and that's not me being disrespectful. Jay Menace put out a hell of a promo in round 1, so I think he's going to want more demand from his opponent. If I'm being honest, he might accept it. You can fucking call him out. Please be my guest.
Why not?
Look, I'm just
Yeah,
going to say
what's the
this.
worst you can say? No.
If he don't want to fight me, y'all find me somebody to fight on breaking the virginity.
Ian Cleland's
Deal.
tried challenging me. You know the Scott. You know
I
yeah.
love Ian.
I was
Yeah,
his third fucking choice.
Cheeky bastard.
I know.
Right, so what we're going to talk about, Casey, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. I love your bushes in the background.
I'm gonna let Kate head this back. I'm gonna be signing off.
Okay.
Love you, boo.
Mwah. Is he gonna leave, or has he just turned his camera off? Are we about?
Just kick him out. Kick him out.
Are we about?
Start shagging his missus.
We might share things. Oh, bye, bye, Rockstar.
Okay.
Right.
Are you
This is
barbecuing
the
out
part of the
there,
show.
sir?
Well, listen. I like a bit of control under this show. So we're going to talk about the results from the first round and go through some stuff. What was that? I'm going to clown.
Yeah, I'm going to clown you, Joey, says Burnman.
Bruh. Hold on.
Sorry.
Hold on.
I've got to say it like Burnman. I'm going to clown Joey.
I hope he does clown me, because, well, honestly, I've done that already, being an ex-meth head on the screen.
Ironically, he sounded like a current meth head. So
Now, when you say X, do you just mean you don't have any currently?
No, I'm actually, well, take that back. I did have 4 years. But here about 2 months ago, I kind of went off the rails a bit.
Yeah, that happens.
And I'm back. I got 45 days now, but I'm back.
Good man.
Good.
Do you know what? And what I want you to do right now is appreciate that 45 days and respect it at a level that you did that 4 years. If you respect it at the same level, you will reach so much more. So
Yeah.
honestly, appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. Hats off to you.
But what we're going to do is we're going to move on and we're going to talk about results from the World Cup.
We have another guest.
Oh my God, who?
Well, it's Austria.
Oh God!
Hi.
Fantastic.
Man, fuck-tastic. Oh my! Look at this fucking squad on this screen. Holy shit!
We've got about 270 years worth of EFED experience between us. Fantastic.
If I could just have a moment. So the first round, I really enjoyed the competition. Obviously there was, there was some bottom of the barrel, but there was some really high class stuff, and I enjoyed seeing some talents that I haven't got to see a lot of. One in particular, and I was really hoping that I'd draw him in the second round, but it wasn't to be. But I really enjoyed watching Gully Guns. I think he's really good, and he's a true pro wrestling character. If you watch, like you do get the sense that that's a guy that's going to go out to a wrestling ring and work, right?
Yeah.
I don't get that from everything from the first round, and I hope that in the second round we'll see a obvious improvement in the quality throughout. But I'm really enjoying what I get to see in the World Cup. So thanks for doing what you do, Grant.
Well, funny enough, I actually want to talk to you about your opponent because there was some really interesting angles that went within the World Cup. And like you talked about, it brings every stretch of the imagination. And something that I found really intriguing by watching Cruella the Vamp was that it's like a flat, it's not a wrestling character, it's just a character. The whole character is she's a genuine fucking vampire. And she's talking about eating your flesh and biting into your skin and you've got literally 60 days to bite someone and you don't become a vampire. As wild as it is, this is EFED, so it's like the imagination stretches as much as you want it to. So going up against someone like that and them doing that, I can't remember who actually dropped first. I think it was you. No, it wasn't Cruella, sorry.
Yeah.
So once you dropped your work and you watched hers, what was your thought process?
Honestly, I didn't think too much about it, and if I had of, then I would have probably ran with the concept of we're in a stadium,
Yeah.
we're the second match on the card, and I don't know how often you guys watch stadium shows, but usually the stadium shows start out in broad daylight. How's a vampire gonna work? How's the vampire going to work a show with me in broad daylight? Now, when I filmed and I went with the whole spotlight as opposed to you can have the darkness, I hadn't really put a whole lot of thought into it. Otherwise, I would have reevaluated what I was doing there. But yeah, the whole 300 years old, she's going to bite me. I need to,
Do you know
find a
what?
human to feed off. What
No,
happens?
but tell me that
What
is not an early 90s WWF gimmick.
Yeah, yeah, it would,
Yeah.
yes, it would work there. Yes, in that time, yes, absolutely. I mean, Gangrel, like
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
outside somewhere.
but yeah, at the same time, like I don't know, it's
That's it, isn't it?
what
It's
I was
Gangrel.
going to ask the question, but you can't rebuttal, right? But what
Yeah.
happens if she bites me and then I eat her face? And that's where I got the "I'm gonna eat your face" line from. But there, yeah. There was plenty that went through my mind, but I tried not to think about it too much because I find when I do, that's when I get in my head and I I need
We are
15
right.
fucking takes.
We have the sixth guest, and it is our SME missioner himself. Unfortunately, along with myself, went out in round one. It is Shady Sean.
Oh,
McKenzie.
Jesus.
By the way, I'm going to have to kick one of you out because there's someone that wants to come on that I want to talk to very shortly. So,
All right, well, how about
unfortunately,
I'll roll out. All right, guys. Hey, like I said, Birdman, you want to go? We'll tussle. If not, you guys find me one.
that's fair. Daniel, if you can send the link to Keenan Wilson,
Ruby.
Knight, please do. And then we'll go through with the people that are here the results from round one because I think that'll be interesting. But yeah, no, going back to what Al was talking about, it's almost like talking about what you're talking about. I wish there was rebuttals because what an angle to go with, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's meant to be organic. You don't know what your opponent's going to do. And I generally believe there are people that if Corella had drawn, she would have beaten them just with that alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go into match one straight off the bat. So we're going to talk about AJ Storm versus Toa, which is a really interesting match.
Sure is. Ruby Knight.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hi, Ruby.
Good to have you. And so we're just talking. We're going to go through each match one by one in order this time, and discuss if any of you watched it. If not, I will just give my deliberation on it. So match one was AJ Storm versus Toa the Warrior. So did any of you catch those matches?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what was your thoughts? What went through your head if you watched those?
Phil uses this word a lot. AJ Storm was very milquetoast to me, as far as Toa was compared to Toa. Toa's was far more entertaining. I find Toa very entertaining anyway. I follow Toa in different places where I see him. If he's here, I'm going to watch him. I don't do that with AJ Storm. I don't find a place and go, I'm going to look for his videos. I do with Toa.
Has a better character presence than AJ Storm.
Agreed, and that was the difference. So Shady gets it. Yeah. So Toa was blasé. It was better than his round one promo against Alicia Maglio 2 years ago. But that was two train wrecks going against each other, and I've said that before, and I'll stand by that. And this time, Toa still didn't do anything special. I'll say that out loud. It was short, it was lazy, it was abrupt, but his character development was really good, and his delivery on who he is as a heel and not giving a shit was really good. Who the fuck had someone with a small cock riding a bike in the background there?
Sorry, that's me.
That's what I get for grilling.
So yeah, you know, AJ Storm just did not. He brought the same amount of time, but under delivered compared to Toa. That was the unfortunate. So moving on to match 2. I mean, we've touched on it already. Australia's here, so fantastic. Corella the Vamp. Corella the Vamp is such an odd character to go against because she is full character, like fully developed into the character. It's almost going against someone cinematic. She obviously had the filters that weren't working because they kept shutting off and shutting back on and shutting off and shutting back on. She had the green screen that the chrome key wasn't quite right, so half her face was cutting off and her neck was cutting off and all of that. It was a little bit all over the place, but I will say for Rebecca, this is probably one of the better work that she's put into the World Cup.
Also, remember, English is not Rebecca's first language.
No, of course not.
Yeah,
but
she's a vampire that's been around for 300 years and she couldn't take the time to learn how to speak English in 300 years? Come on, mate.
All right, Mr. Kayfabe.
But no, Al, obviously you come out very gritty. I believed you a lot more than I did her with what she was trying to sell. You know, listen, if someone's going to come out and go, I'm 300 years old and I rip faces off, I'm going to listen to you, but you've got to make me believe it's believable. Australia is a fighter, is a bare knuckle looking guy, and is ready for a fight at any time. And you believe that when Al talks. So delivery was really good, and you know that was one winner. Match 3, Doomsayer v Burn Man.
Oh, come on.
Did he know? I mean, did he? Does Birdman watch wrestling at all? Like he's ever watched like a wrestling like vignette? Has he ever, I don't know, seen any other EFED on this planet? Because I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was not a promo.
I think it was Vince Russo. He watched Vince Russo era WCW.
I feel like Doomsayer at the moment is on like a gold dust trip, and it's very sensual. And I recently took a loss to Doomsayer while he's using this gimmick, and I felt like I had essentially lost to the prelude for a porn scene as opposed to a wrestling promo. But at the same time, I mean, it's definitely a character. You know what I mean? And he's tapping right into it. He loves it.
No, I agree. He's pouring fucking hot sauce on his fingers and fucking lubing him up with those black fucking chef gloves.
I want to see that Doomsayer versus, please.
Oh my lord. But no, I mean, but Birdman can't come out going like fucking his neck's wangling about and fucking talking out of bullshit, and then literally like there's an intro and it cuts in. The promo is actually probably about 1 minute 42 long, and then there's literally the worst part was it just sort of the promo cut and there's 15 seconds of just darkness, and I'm sat there listening to shit music going, yeah, cheers. Thanks. My time has been destroyed. No, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say this. It was dog shit. Match 4, and
can I before you move on, can I just say I hope that he sticks around. He's left a comment earlier about being involved still. I hope he sticks around. I hope he continues to take the piss out of everyone who's still involved in this thing, and I hope he continues to do what he does. Just
fuck yeah.
He won't be
I said earlier. No, I said earlier, I'm all for the shit talk and the banter. All for it. Yeah. All fucking for it. Like, to be fair, you can say what you want about his promo, but he's probably the most talked about person in round 1 of the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Is what it is. So match 4, we go on to Phil Marshall and the Great Taboo. Did anyone here watch that?
Yeah, I mean,
I watched Phil's
701
Taboos.
Did you watch the 7-minute one or the 701?
I watched the 7-minute one.
Yeah,
smart.
I'm so fucking weirded out by this. It literally was like 50-50, 700 and 701. I actually messaged, this is true, I messaged Josh and we were fucking around. I went, well, if his promo was 07.00, there must have been milliseconds on it. So come out and take the piss and go, he was 31 milliseconds over, which is a disqualification. Josh was like, yeah, I could, but no. Man, I'm not being funny. I'm going to say this now. It was up there with the Joseph Garcia bullshit about Doomsayer having Birdman blocked. I don't know if that was true. I'm not giving a disqualification over someone being blocked. I'll be honest with you right now.
Hang on. No, they've got that the wrong way around.
Wait,
Doomsayer didn't have Birdman blocked. It was
that I
Josh.
don't know.
It was Josh that had Birdman blocked.
Well,
Josh
so he
posted the
posted it
Doomsayer
just to
promo
Birdman.
and he couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so even better. Joseph Garcia was chatting up dog shit. Right, Casey, can you tell all the small cock people to stop revving their engines in the background, please?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
But yeah, no. Phil Marshall, great taboo. Phil's promo was like it's in the top 4 for promo of the round. It was very good.
Yes.
I'll just say the
great
Great
taboo.
Taboo didn't do in less than 4 minutes what he said he could do.
I will say
that's true. That's true.
To prove I am not biased, there were things about Phil's promo even I didn't like. I thought the whole animated documentary part about the Taboo dude, I thought that went on a bit too long.
I agree, but I also was crying with laughter.
Yeah.
Great Taboo, to be fair, was Great Taboo was actually a good character.
I am Melissa's hero.
Could have got disqualified, but still turned up. She did well. We'll get to that. Okay, so that leads us into Mike Storm. Obviously, got disqualified against Ralph Swagger. There's not too much to say there. Mike is obviously previously in the World Cup a shower when it comes to the World Cup, and unfortunately, we didn't get to see him this time round. But I will say DJB, especially with what happened at SW18 if you were controlling Havoc's movements and she showed up properly in round 1, do you think that was actually a good move to swap Mike out for Havoc? Really? The answer is no. By the way, I'm not even going to give you the answer. The answer is no. It was a stupid move.
No, I mean,
you didn't know that at the time. But
at the time,
it was a bad move.
obviously. In hindsight, yes, it was idiotic. But shit happens.
Yeah, we were rushing to get a 4th. You know,
we were desperate for a 4th. So I'll tell everyone now. I don't mind. We were desperate for a 4th. We had like maybe half an hour before the teams had to be finalized. And Mike was already on a team, and he found out we needed a 4th member, and he openly admitted he would rather be on our team, so he jumped ship. And we agreed that we would put him on our team and we would swap them over.
Nothing illegal.
Yep. Unfortunately, something personal did come up. I'm not going to tell everyone what that is. That's Mike's business.
No, you don't need to.
But it was something serious, and it is a proper reason for dropping out, and I hope he is okay. Hope he's back for next year, but who knows?
Mike found out that 3.4 inches is known as a microcock.
Yeah,
it was horrible for him to sort of digest. So,
it traumatized him.
Okay, so moving on to Adam Smush versus RJ Colbert.
This did surprise me.
Right, Dan, can you do me a favour and can you mute Casey?
Okay, I'm sorry, Casey. We've got he's muted himself. Look at that. What a good egg. So
I think we haven't seen Adam in a long time, so it was kind of like that shock and awe factor at the same time.
The fact that it was like to a lot of people, it was the return of Adam. I felt like, oh, okay, Adam's back, and I kind of got that feeling of when I first saw Adam Smush, I was entertained by it. However, I am biased when it comes to Adam. I have openly said I don't like Adam as a person, so I'm not going to speak much more on this match. I do believe RJ should have won. That's just me.
No. Yeah, no, I've got no bias in this match, and to be fair, I've got more. I've got more gear towards RJ winning, especially with how he's been doing in Pandemonium. But no, looking at the match between RJ and Smush, I thought about it a lot. RJ, unfortunately, was just sort of he hit this level, which was okay, and it just didn't move. It was just like this one bland movement, which was unfortunate. There was a lot of content there, but it was over content. It never moved. It never changed. I was probably checking every 30 seconds how long I was into the promo, and that was the problem. Adam Smush, though, on the other hand, the intro was really entertaining. The whole thing about the hat, I was so invested in that promo, and when it came to him actually talking, at first I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna really not like this, and I ended up loving it. It was just, it was so good for what it was. It was stupidly good for what it was. So for me, he batted RJ out of the park, but for very interesting reasons. You know, when you compare the two,
Yeah.
it was an intrinsic match to watch.
That's a very big word.
I'm not usually. So we go to Seth versus Havoc. Seth Sessenbrenner.
Hey!
Yes. Fuck yeah! Finally did it after all this time. His promo was so good. It was so dirty. It was gritty. It was believable. It was fluent. It was, the wordplay was incredible. I think Havoc would have struggled if she actually did show up with a promo. We had to take a hyper's face value, which was unfortunate. But Seth was very good, and I think he's going to be a hard opponent in the next round. Match 8 was the Great Divine versus Glenn Sexton.
Wrong. He's a dead man in the next round. But I appreciate you being,
diplomatic is the term. But yeah, no, we move on to the Great Divine versus Glenn Sexton. The first thing I'm going to say is what I commented on Great Divine's promo is that he gets a lot of shit. And he still turns up, he still plays his character, he still puts content and product out there, even in comp setting. And I think comp setting is like, if you'd have asked me a year ago, 2 years ago, Great Divine being in comp setting is like the worst thing ever. But as time's gone on, I've learned to respect the Great Divine more, because he stays with his character so well. Doesn't mean his content is like top level or amazing. And obviously he did lose to Glenn. With Glenn, we actually saw a much more dirtier side,
very rough.
heel. It was gritty, beautiful. Man. It was like it was. That's what I want to see from Glenn, is that vileness, that sort of just not fuck you. Glenn's too nice at the best of times. To see that sort of fuck you mentality was so different, so nice. Moving on to Onyx v Billy D. Williams. Billy D. Williams and his brother. Thank you for turning up. But Onyx blew him out of water. But Onyx was really funny. If you actually watched the first part of his promo, the whole Star Wars thing. Oh, I grew up watching Billy D. Williams, and then the whole cut. And what do you mean it's not that Billy D. Williams? It was really good, and he's a great storyteller. And Billy just didn't stand a chance. We then went into Jay Menace versus BX Princess, match 10. Jay Menace was really good. BX Princess didn't understand, the deadline. For some reason she thought it was 6 a.m. not 5 a.m.
She was informed that it was 6 and not 5, and that's when I messaged you and says, look, she thought it was 6. She can get her brochures ready to post.
At the end of the day, like I said to you guys earlier, if I've got a chance to judge a match competitively, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to worry about seconds.
That's just my
Sorry?
opinion. I mean, I think Jay took it easy on her.
Jay was very good.
He had some great things to say, but at the same time, like from the things I've seen before, I know he can go way harder.
Mute Casey again, for God's sake.
Sorry, Casey.
Sort that man's audio. Jesus Christ.
Because he's in a car.
Yeah, Jay Menace, yeah, was did be expensive, but I appreciate her coming out, and I do appreciate her putting some sass on what she was doing. Her promo was, I enjoyed it for what it was. So fair fucks to her, but Jay Menace was just too good.
Got to think as well. I'm sure she's still within. I'm pretty sure she's still within her first year of doing this. She's very new to EFED.
No, she's over a year, but yeah, she's raw.
Are you sure it's over a year?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't been promoing a year.
Less than 8 months, she says.
Been a part of it for a year.
She's been a spectator, but she didn't start EFEDing until she joined EMP as an actual fedder.
I'd say probably 8-9 months.
Wow, so hold on, what was it now? So it's August, isn't it? So did she literally join when I returned back in January?
Probably.
Oh,
I think it was a little bit.
Okay, so that's probably why. Maybe, but yeah. So anyway, we go into Stephen Watts versus Gully Guns. Oh god, this was a great match. Stephen Watts is one of the best storytellers. Unfortunately, he doesn't put a lot more after that into it, which is a true shame. But Gully Guns, that whole cowboy look, the music in the background, the simplicity of it, but the complexity that it portrays. Gully Guns is really good. The delivery was incredible. And that's what it came down to. They both told a story, but Gully Guns' delivery was so much better. And it's unfortunate because Stephen Watts is a beautiful EFEDer. We then went into Lunatic versus Matt Tyson. Matt Tyson, I don't know, he was commenting all day as if like he knew he was going to win. To come out with cliche after cliche, monotone, and I think it was about like 1 minute 50 seconds his promo, like overall without the intro. Sorry,
I said Mike Tyson's in this tournament.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Unfortunately, no. I appreciate Matt for turning up. I think he's got more in the barrel than he shows off, but he obviously doesn't know how to hold a promo, and that's what hurt him. Lunatic does know how to hold a promo, and that's why he got through. Jimmy Gable versus Don Krypton. I love this match. This match was just fucking beautiful, like from start to finish. Jimmy didn't do a bad job, but Dom was, his delivery. This was a cinematic.
Guys from the BWO UK the Foundation, man. Y'all are in for a world of hurt.
You fucked.
We don't always have the same views on things, of course, but I acknowledge talent where it is, man, and the guys on that team, man, are strong. So
it's true, and Don Krypton proved that, did a really good job. We then had the Hammer, who was one of the no-shows. Unfortunately, thought he had a whole day more. DB Greatness did a good job.
He was actually my first comp match. Had a tag team bout as D1 and McLean against the Hammer and Dump Truck or something. You judged it.
Oh, yeah. Joe
2017.
Joe yeah.
That was the first time I ever did anything judged. Long time ago. Anyway.
The
Shame
Hammer's been around that long.
Yeah.
He was on his honeymoon, though, so I hope he was getting pure poontang that whole time. He should have been fucking doing a promo.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that.
Hey, listen, if that's what he was doing, if he was tapping poon, happy days. That then sends us to match 15, Bong Daddy v Ruby Knight.
Oh boy, here we go. Before anyone says anything, I just want to say, let's call my pussies. Let's just do that. What? I mean, okay. Hit me with it. Come on.
So
Come on.
I spoke with Josh about this match the day it was announced, and we were talking about which direction he was going to take towards you. And I said, "So how bad are you going to give it to Ruby?" And he says, "Don't worry." His words were something along the lines of, "Don't worry, I'm going to fuck Ruby clean." So that was his way of saying he wasn't going to go full bong daddy on you. And I mean, we know how bad Josh can get with people. You did
Vocally, yeah.
Yeah, you did fan fucking tastic, Ruby. But Bong Daddy, I mean, everyone knows what level he's on. The fact he was your round one opponent, I'm gonna say was just the unluck of the draw. You never know. Next year.
I wouldn't call it unlucky. Say it was a surprise to me, but usually for me, like I said in my promo, I didn't care. You're a rookie or a legend. Competition is competition to me.
Yeah,
I welcome with an open arm.
That's what's
And,
fantastic
this
about this.
was a learning process. This is a process for me, to learn basically. Because I haven't been in comp in 2 years. So
Yeah,
that way, to step back in this environment because I mostly stick with storyline feds. Because I'm the kind of person. Ruby, at the end of the day, you're still a badass bitch. You did so good. Thank you, BS person. Thank you. Thank you. At least she knows. At least she knows. But for the fact, I have no regrets going up against buyers because we all know what kind of promo style that he's into, basically.
Yeah.
For me, I went through the babyface route, because Ruby's a true babyface, but even though I'm still a boss ass bitch, I'm still a babyface. But either way, I have no regrets going up against buyers.
I think in this World Cup, the word I would use for you, Ruby, was you glowed in this World Cup.
Flawless glow. 100%. This was a horror match for me because I know what Bang Daddy can do. Obviously, I've watched him for many years in comp. Ruby or Keenan, I didn't know what you could do in comp. I'd watched you creatively in storyline feds, and I knew how good you could be. So I didn't know how this was going to go, and this was like I said, when I think everyone saw my natural reaction when the draw came out. I was like, "Fuck, this is not what I wanted." But I had to judge it and judge it clean, and it was what it was. And we talked earlier. We had a long conversation earlier, and that's what it came down to. But oh my god, for you as an individual, as I said to you earlier, you showed up, you showed off, and you fucking glowed, and that's what it was about.
I did want to come into the tournament being something that I'm not. I wanted to stay true to myself, and that's exactly what I did.
Fuck yeah!
I wasn't sure how the judges were going to judge these promo. The fact that he screamed the whole time. I mean, I understand intensity, but it was almost a little bit too much, But that was just my opinion. I want to do it.
So that I want to pull up an interesting fact on what you just said, and this is actually something that I spoke to DJB about earlier in the day. I use these headphones to listen to the promos, and it sounds different when I watch it without them. So the screaming doesn't come through so much within the promos, and either does the audio in terms of the music that people are playing in the background. So I can only judge the promo at literal face value. Yeah.
I mean, he carried that
sound is so different. And that can be the difference maker. I remember, and do you know what? Let me take you guys back a little bit, and I'm gonna pull up some names now. But so WKP somehow allowed IW to take them over for the worst 3 weeks in EFED I've ever fucking done. So IW.
We have to say one time, fuck IW. Okay, you can say.
We still love you.
Yes. So WKP got taken over by IW, and
look at me just speaking on behalf of IW like I fucking own the place. Yeah. We love you.
Absolute geezer.
Later, Mr. Jones.
Yeah. So
But Mr. Jones and his stupid pedophile ass. That's all I gotta say.
Oh,
allegedly. So
Hey, he
WK.
thinks he wants to come for me. Oh, trust and believe, I'm not the bitch to be fucked with. Sorry.
Back to the World Cup.
So anyway, sorry, I'll tell you.
Continue.
So WKP got taken over by AW, and the first match they wanted was WKP's top guy, which was moi, and IW's top guy, which at the time was Adam Cage. So we went head to head in a match, and I wiped the floor with Adam Cage and his cheating ass. I mean, his white illustrious ass, and David was like, "Oh, the audio was so off for Grant. The audio was really off." And I was listening, going, "What the fuck's he on about?" And then I took my headphones out and listened to it on my phone, and I saw what he was seeing. I was like, "Wow!" And in comp, that's so fucking intrinsic that depending how you listen to a promo can alter how you perceive a promo, and that's very true. If you have a certain audio type, whether you're just watching for a phone, a certain type of earphones or a headset, it can change the whole dynamics. I literally listen through these headphones right here, and if it comes across clear to me, then that's how I'm judging it. DJB, we talked about earlier with Beast. The audio came through fine through these headphones. The same with what we just talked about with Bong Daddy. The audio came through just fine with these headphones. Yeah. I mean, I same with anything. I can only judge it how I hear it. Simple as that.
But I do want to extend my gratitude, for all the critiques that you gave me and for letting me compete here at the EWN World Cup tournament for my very first time. And even though it was my first time, it will most definitely not be my last.
So let's just get this straight. This is your World Cup breaking the virginity, right? I see what I did there. So we go into match.
Even though Ruby's not a virgin, but there are some people out there in the EFED world that I had not yet basically have a little one-on-one conflict with yet, but maybe, just maybe. I mean, I'll think about it.
Hey, listen, we know Deviant's watching. He's been a predominant person within the EFED world. Listen, virginity is not a big thing. Don't worry about it. So maybe I had too many libations. I don't know. That took us on to DJB versus the Beast, which we already sort of touched on.
Wow,
big upset. And you know what?
I just realized I'm the only winner on the screen. Sorry, guys. Sorry, not trying to rub it in. My bad.
Fuck you. Win or lose, I'm always a winner. But no, I wouldn't say this.
Bone Day may got one on me, but hey, you know what? There's always room for improvement. But who knows? Maybe next year I might beat him. You may never know. You may never know.
I'm sure you'll all do really well next year. Okay, it's all right.
I would not say that me losing to Beast was a big upset, because at the end of the day, it's Beast, and he always brings it. So I went back and watched my promo after you gave me the feedback, Grant, and I agreed with what you said, and now I'm quite disappointed in myself. I'm looking back thinking I could have done that differently. I could have changed the music there. He's right about that. Fuck. And we used the term earlier on. I slept. I didn't give it everything. I wasn't.
Maybe. You know what? I do have to admit, I did went back to my promo. It took back into the critiques that you sent me and everything. And I did admit, there was a few times that I did stop and just start for a few seconds. I admit. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I was just a little bit nervous, but hey, you know what? There's always room. Like I said, there's always room for improvement.
But unlike some, the first thing I did was say, "GG's Beast, good looking round 2."
Good man.
I mean, I talked to buyers afterwards, earlier today. I found out, of course, no brainer that I lost against him. And I said, congratulations. And he said, he loved me. And I did good. So, No hard feelings with Byers because he loves me and I love him. So hey.
All right, we've got some
he's a
matches to
lovable
go
guy.
through. Yes, I
Byers
agree.
love him some movie. What can I say?
Hey,
I'm a very
you did
lovable type
good.
of guy. So,
I agree. So we'll actually go on to match 17, which I believe was the upset of the tournament when you actually sort of put these guys against each other and the record they had. But this is what I will call, for the first ever time in the World Cup, I'm going to give the Sleeper Hold Award for the biggest sleeper of the tournament. And that was Vagabond sleeping on Soulstar.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised at that. Honestly, truly, I was truly surprised at the outcome of that. I did not expect Soulstar to come out with the win on this one.
If you watch them both, fuck me, Vagabond did not put his best foot forward. He slept hard on Soulstar. His whole promo was, "You're dog shit. I don't like you. You're really crap. I'm going to beat you because I beat you every time we face each other." And I was just watching it going, "Cheers, Vagabond. Thanks for wasting my time." Soulstar came out and actually was grimy, was gritty, was fucking dirty. He gave me some character. He gave me some belief. Vagabond, I know, is 10 times better than that promo he put out. And that's why, for the first time ever, welcome to the first ever Sleeper Hold Award of the World Cup, Vagabond. Soulstar deserved that win. He just did.
Does that mean he gets a trophy of one guy choking another guy out?
Why not? It's the equivalent of the golden spoon. I don't know. Or the wooden spoon. Sorry, wooden spoon. So then that led us to 18, which was SME Guy versus Bobby Miller. SME Guy, do you know what? He wanted to win so bad. He just didn't have the ability against someone like
he knew who he was up against.
Yeah. In my eyes,
he didn't. He just didn't.
In my eyes, TMX is a lot like Sean Price. He shows up. He's dedicated. People give him shit, but he doesn't care. He just keeps on showing up.
He doesn't know how to be cutthroat like somebody like Bobby Miller does.
Isn't up there. He isn't quite there yet.
No.
He's got, but I would say more where I feel, do you know, this is no shade at all. Pardon the pun with Shady Sean McKenzie here today. I feel like Sean Price may have reached his ceiling, whereas I don't think SME Guy TMX has. I think there's more to give. I think he's not pushing hard enough on what his ability is. That's just what I feel. That's what I think.
I have a theory about that.
Go on.
So he always whispers. He's always talking like a loud whisper in his promos. I think because
how many people did that this round?
I think because there's other people in the house, and I think he just doesn't want to shout and disturb other people in the house.
Well, I got a visit from the police department this week because of a domestic abuse complaint because I cut a promo on Cruella.
Yes.
So I can understand why people want to whisper yell. All right? Dumb cunts like me get visits from the fucking police.
That's fantastic.
Right. So for the first ever time in the World Cup, we had the Sleeper Hold Award. We're also getting the You Pushed It to the Limits Award, and it goes to Australia.
The best part is it's not the first time. I think it's like the 4th or 5th time I've had the police at my house for cutting a promo.
I would have loved to have been there for the conversation where you had to explain what you were doing.
Yeah. No, well, I just tell them I'm a pro wrestler.
Just take a look at it.
I'm a pro wrestler. I was trying to sell some tickets for a show, and like now that I am, like it kind of I don't feel like a fuckwit. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I did it in 2018, and they were like, "Where can we see you?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." Fuck.
You ever heard of EWN, mate? It's fucking brilliant.
That EFED?
It hurts. But that pushes on to Casey Moran versus Vane. So Casey Moran, who has pulled off
What
the
happened
biggest
here?
upsets, in EFED history, literally at the World Cup. He beat Ethan Carnage. He beat fucking AJ Happy.
Yeah.
You know, this guy has pulled off the biggest upsets ever. Do you know what? Honestly, I just don't think he knew who Vane was. I genuinely believe that. Vane is good, really fucking good.
Can I ask, like, is Vane like a conceited, like, you know, P-Heart, like, is he Vane? Or like, did he just come up with the name Vane for like, because for some other fucking reason? Like, I have no idea who Vane is, and I probably should go have a look at some point. But
yeah,
what's his whole character? Like, what is he?
So it's Vayne. So it's not Vane as in vain. Not in the way that I would expect people who are vain to produce promo. He's very intense, on point. The fluency is incredible. Wordplay is spot on. He's so focused on his promo. His delivery is really good. Casey, unfortunately, guys. Sorry.
Very methodical.
Oh, it's really methodical. But you know, Casey came out originally very jokey to start with, and then started to fold into his promo how he normally would. But when I saw Casey when he beat Ethan and when he beat Happy, the emotion was unreal. He felt he had a challenge. With Vane, I could see in himself he felt he didn't have a challenge, and he was just gonna go into it almost sleep a little bit. And it fucked him up because Vane was flawless.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Vane's another one of those people too. I mean, from the Foundation BWO side of things, you know that a lot of guys aren't used to seeing them on this side of the competition.
Yeah, they're new. They're new.
I love it. I mean, I truly love it. So
that then pushes us on to match 20, which Shady, you should know what it was. It was Shady versus Franklin Benjamin. So
dude
please,
I've faced him 3 times now, and I mean I'm 0-3. So
it's a shame because you know what? I was really when I saw the thumbnail to your promo, I was like, okay, he's gone with a really creative route, which I was really happy with. And I watched Franklin first because I think he dropped first. And there was a couple of little points where he broke a little bit. And I was watching yours, and the biggest standout for me was I'm here at, and then you dove.
the Mercedes-Benz Arena stadium. Yeah, that one.
Oh, it was so. I showed my partner just to get her perspective.
What if he doesn't dub it? What if he leaves it? Would it have bothered you so much?
It drove me crazy, and I couldn't stand it because I said State Farm Arena, and then we're at the.
Did you? I didn't even know what you actually said because I heard the dub. And I was like, oh my god, that's
Mercedes-Benz over it, and so
there was a couple of other things that I wish you would have done with that, and I think I wanted more of you and less of that crowd. I think if there was a way you could have separated it slightly and delivered more of you, I would have been happier.
I started to do that too. I started to cut it at the beginning, after the intro,
and there was a few things that I think I would have done. The unfortunate thing was I couldn't fault Franklin Benjamin. The delivery had the character he played, the fluency, the wordplay. You know, like I said, couple of little dimples, which happened, but overall he was more complete, and that was the deciding factor.
I'm not quite as cutthroat as I used to be. You know, I guess it's understandable, but yeah, I mean, people like Franklin Benjamin, Bobby Miller, JD, I mean, those guys, man, they're coming for blood. So y'all better be ready.
So let's have some fun now, and let's talk about. Please tell me some of you watch this. Mad TV, Billy Gore.
I mean,
I did. and let's just say, yeah, you know,
I watched it, but as soon as I seen Billy Gore's, I kind of lost attention.
So sorry.
I just knew when Billy put out his promo, I just knew that Matt T was gonna come out with some fire, which he did, and yeah.
So interestingly, 2 weeks ago, RJ Colbert actually, I'm sure he was against Mad T in Pandemonium, and put him in his place. And Mad T really struggled to pull a really decent competitive promo together. The one time Mad T, no, actually, that's harsh. Not the one time, but the time that I see Mad T really put a really composed promo together in a comp setting, he's against someone that is literally like, Mad T is, if we're judging out of 100, Mad T's like 88 and fucking his opponent's 12. It was a shame for him because he really went that extra mile. And Billy Gore, it's hard, isn't it? Because Billy Gore is from the IW land and has just sort of been tickled in the bumhole.
He must have me blocked. I must be blocked.
Oh, no, years ago. When
Anyway.
I'm talking like 2016 to 2021, Billy Gore was fucking heavy IW. But his fucking arsehole was being tickled over there because he showed up, because he put promos out. They weren't good promos. He just showed up. So, you know, he's got this almost like ego of a fucking veteran. And he's never reached above a certain level. It's almost like, Daniel, you'll understand this. He's almost like Haverden Waterlooville. They think they've played a few good games, but they're still non-league football. And he's going up against fucking Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, and Man City, and he's going, I'm going to beat them, and he doesn't. Simple as that, you know.
Time served may suggest that he's a veteran, right? But he's like a third, fourth division veteran. He's not. He's not. He's not good.
Give him credit for showing up.
Yeah, I want to love Billy Gore, I really do, because he's a nice person. He's just not evolved. He's just not evolved in the game. He just hasn't. If you're watching this, Billy, I'll say this to your face. You've just not evolved, and it's a shame. So we move on then to Goat versus Dog. I was so interested in this. When I found out that Troy Rex was actually... when I found out that Troy Rex was going to be a part of the World Cup, very last minute, and then he drew Go after everything that's going on in Heresy. I mean, Al, you'll probably have some more gumph to this, should we say? I was intrigued in how this would go because Troy's a big fucking yabbermouth in a good way, not in a bad way.
Yeah, I think over the next year or two, he's going to build his reputation up. I think that he's around the right people to progress from where he's at. And he, I recently started following his personal profile, and I noticed that he does spend a bit of time with his local indie fed, and he's in amongst it with them.
Oh yeah, he loves it. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I definitely see him progressing from here. Maybe next World Cup might be a better year for him. But drawing Go in the first round didn't help him.
Sorry, one second. Just let I'll finish, and then I'll let you go. Here.
Yeah, so drawing Goat in the first round obviously didn't help his cause. Like Goat's probably a step above at this point, but I definitely see there's definitely potential to progress from where he's at. I think he's going to be really good.
So yeah, Keenan, carry on.
May I just say this is just an amazing feeling being I'm the only American in this game right now at the moment. I'm being surrounded by an Australian and two British men with two different sexy asses, I might just say. I'm sorry. I have to put that out there. But anyway, continue.
I'm the posh one.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely not me.
I'm actually eager. I'm actually eager. Can any one of y'all pull off an American accent?
What do you mean, can any of us put off an
Yes.
American? I played a manager in an independent wrestling promotion as a goddamn hillbilly. Don't tell me I can't do an American accent.
Well, I do believe at some point in time I have too done an American accent with rather successful notions behind it.
I will say this, Al. You give me a Tom Hardy vibe.
I'll take
He's
it.
English.
I'll take it. It's all right. It's all right. My people were English once too.
Sometimes some people confuse Australian accent with a British accent all the way in between. But hey, I'm just saying.
So I used to play a character called Ryan McCallan. So shit. Rye obviously being a whiskey thing, and Macallan is a whiskey brand. So I used to play this character called Rye McCallan, and I'd come out and talk like this, and it would be straight to the point, and I'll be talking about shooting whiskey and enjoying my time and being the most American guy you could ever imagine. So yeah, I can do a pretty good American accent. Yeah.
There is no way I could do an Australian accent or a British accent. No way. I just couldn't. I don't think I could pull it off.
Of course you could, mate. You could just fucking talk like an Australian. That'd be fucking lovely. Go on, do it.
You've just reminded me, Grant, of a bloke from a TV show. What's the fucking? He's like a hitman or some shit. But it's set in Australia. I think it's called Mr. Nobody or some shit like that. I cannot remember. But it's a really good show. I'm gonna have to. The main character's called Ray, and you just sounded exactly like him. I'm gonna send it to you.
Is it Mr. In Between?
That's it. Yeah. Mr. In Between.
Yeah. It's a good show.
So we'll move on. Rob L. Williams versus D Psycho. This was the other Dragon Brother. Indeed. Fair fucks to them. They do what they do. UAW is do you know what? No shade thrown. Is a very low standard comp fed. Same as Frozen Pro Wrestling.
I will say this about Rob's promo. It's like it sounded muffled just a little bit, even though he was doing it live. I mean, it did sound clear enough.
Fair play for going live on a promo. That's pretty fucking audacious, shall we say? But, and the only person I ever remember doing it well was Man Monster, if anyone remembers him. Oh my lord, Man Monster used to do live promos, like the first person to do live promos, and to be fair, it was on fucking point. He was fluent, his wordplay was good, and he sticked with it. And now he's actually a I don't know what they call them. Rap battler?
Battle rapper. That's the one.
A battle rapper. Yeah.
What an
makes sense. But D Psycho, I'm going to give his credit where it's due. D Psycho said himself, he used to be a laughing stock. I'm not going to deny that.
No.
If I drew D Psycho in a comp match, I literally just went, if I want to, I can sleep. I did, but the work he's putting out recently is so much better, and fair fucks to him. We then go on to Blunt Row versus Levi the Hunter King Bliss.
I know Levi's got a bit of a rep.
Right, again, Levi, I wish would learn from his previous mistakes. I don't know whether he's just not a good talker or wherever it is, but he's still. I like that he's trying to bring props in and trying to bring a character to the table, but ultimately he's fumbling his words, and he's not new to comp. Nowhere near new to comp. He knows how this fucking works. So
he's been around as long as I have.
Literally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Levi Bliss. Fuck yeah. Blunt is seasoned, and Blunt didn't even put out his best work. And I'm going to say that now. He sat in a hospital. I don't know what he was doing there and why he had to cut his promo there, but the fact that he did, fair fucks.
I said to myself in the back of my head, like, he's in the hospital doing a promo. I mean, that takes dedication right there. You're in the hospital doing a promo. I mean, All props to you.
No, fair fucks, and he delivered well. He delivered well enough against his opponent, and to be fair, he wound up Burn Man by getting through to the second round. So I was happy with that on a nonchalant level. That then led us to El Guapo versus Deviant, another upset of the night, I would say.
Yeah,
but a well-deserved one. El Guapo slept. He did.
Oh, it was the lady. I helped him into the restroom. She's so sweet. I love her.
Huh?
What?
What?
Who went to what
Sorry,
restroom?
that was my coworker. So sorry.
Listen. If you're being invited into a restroom for sexual activity, this is not the place, all right? You know, love you, Keenan, but
Deviant's really been trying lately to just get better. He receives a lot of shtick by a lot of people, and he's
his promo spot.
Yeah, another one that just goes at it again and again. I would also like to take credit for Deviant's music.
Oh, that was you.
Because that was a selling factor. Was the music played really well into him. El Guapo, literally again, and Keenan, and unfortunately, he almost went the same route as you. He was very stop-start with his it was almost like block sentences. He was like talking, got to the end of the sentence, then went right. I know what I need to say next. I'm going to say that, and then I'm going to say that, and it broke down really unappealing to the camera. Whereas Deviant played his character, played it really well, led into it, delivered well, delivered with the music. Everything was just spot on. Whatever he's doing now is what he should be doing. And I know that he had a conversation in a group chat recently with someone where they were like, "Oh, are you still putting out the same shit?" He went, "No, I've actually found a niche. It works, and I'm enjoying myself with it." And they were like, "Oh, let me go and watch." I think it was Joey DeWitt, and Joey was like, "All right, fair fucks. You've actually found something that works," and it was true to it. And that then led us to match 26, Playboy versus Jardarius Dream.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
Keenan, Al, did either of you see Jardarius's interesting promo?
I did. It was very interesting. It was.
Yeah, because for some reason I was a butch black man about to sexually abuse his opponent, which was Playboy.
Yeah.
I did not give him permission to use my literal likeness, literally my face.
JD has openly admitted as well that was more of a story promo shot back at Baez and his crew for what Baez did over in SWA to him.
World Cup.
He's kind of forgot the whole point of it being a comp promo tournament thing. So,
I mean, I wish I had the cock of that individual that he put my face on, but you know.
Yeah, God, you wish you had.
I just knew when he do that. First thing that came to my mind is like, "Oh, hell's going to break loose now."
Do you know what? Overall, it was just a really poor promo. That's the truth. It was really, really poor. Playboy, oh my God, pure is. I remember. I've got the notes in front of me. He was one of my favorite promos just because he didn't do a lot, but it was pure. He was just on point. He didn't have to do a lot. He was, for me, if I'm going to say a promo was less is more, Playboy was that. You know, it was just on point. And he I don't know whether he just drew a lucky straw or whatnot, but Jardarius Dream was not getting anywhere near Playboy.
I've said it before, JD, and I'll say it again now. JD, stick to story, please. That's not a comp promo. It wasn't. It wasn't a fucking wrestling promo.
It was really weird. Like, what was he on about? Like, fucking, I've got a referee. No, you went.
Yeah, we've got a referee. I've actually, is the one downstairs right now?
So, Al, in case you didn't see it, he did this whole thing where he was like, I've got a special guest referee. I was like, no, you don't. So what the fuck is going on? Anyway, that takes us to match 27, which was AT. Didn't want to use his federal name, but I'm going to anyway. And to our take against TJ Shadows. I love this match. This was a really showing of two people that were ready to bring it in a comp setting. And like I said, I don't know AT too much, but my God, his promo was incredible. TJ, I really feel, just drew a short straw. That was he could have beat a couple of people that actually won, but he did not draw the right one with AT because AT was spot on.
Can't fault him.
And so let's just thrust ourselves into match 28, the final match. DNR versus Ryan Mayhem. So
yes, I'm talking about Ryan Mayhem. Yes, we are dating officially. I'm just saying, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, what?
Me and Ryan Mayhem been dating for over a year now.
I didn't know this.
Yep.
Fair fuck. Respect. However, unfortunately, what he fell short to was the first half of DNR's promo. That was incredible.
Yes.
If only the rest of the fucking promo was on that level, because suddenly I couldn't fucking hear him. The second half, I just couldn't fucking hear what he was saying. And I didn't know what the fuck he was going on about when I could hear him. And it was a real shame because the first half, that whole the switch into the TV and the demon coming out, what a story to start to tell. That was amazing. And then second half kicks in. He's like fucking talking away from the camera with a muffled fucking camera, microphone, sorry. And it was a shame because when he came close, you could hear him, and it was fine. But the overall promo got let down by that second half and not being able to hear him properly.
Yeah. I'll make sure to
bring that to his
attention.
That first half of his promo, it could pass as an actual vignette that you'd see on TV.
Well, it's funny you should say that because if you guys saw the hype promo that I put out, where I took snippets of people's promos and put them together with
the ending,
the OTC music.
Yeah, I saw that. That was genius.
Right. So that was all a pure accident. I was walking to the shop a couple of days ago, and my YouTube playlist just started playing OTC, and I heard that little intro. I was like, oh, imagine if like I started just playing people's promos in that and like just folded it in. And I started taking people's promos without watching them properly, and I got to the end, and the last this was organic. The last person I clicked on was DNR, and he had that, and the clip that I took was just pure random, and it was him like with the camera, the TV in front of him, and clicking the button. So that was not planned. This was all organic and random. So the ending to that was incredible. And it was just organic. It was accidental.
Yeah. That was I like that. I really like that. It fits as well.
Yeah, it does. It was one of those random little fucking brainwaves I had. And then that takes us all the way to I think that was the last one, wasn't it?
That was the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I closed it out. There we are. So going into round 2, Al, you've obviously got an opponent.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the opponent that you've got?
I've worked with Seth on a few occasions. We do have a backstory through history in Heresy, but honestly, I'm a little nervous anytime I get put into a comp setting and there's the chance you've got to go up against somebody. You don't know how the chips are going to fall at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You don't know how it's going to be interpreted or read. I feel quite often when I'm being judged, I hear critiques and feedback and whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but did you catch this or did you hear that? And like, I can't be in any way sort of, just happy with what I'm going to put out. I'm gonna do my best in any time that I've got, someone critiquing my shit. But Seth is definitely a top talent. I think that he's real potential to move ahead. Probably surpass me by a long shot. It is what it is.
I think for me, Seth is one of those people that people forget that he can put comp shit out. People just look at him as a storyteller. Like he's a lot of what he does. You think of UWO, like you think of the old the case of Moran Fed, and he just sat there. And it was all storytelling. It was all that and IW and whatever. And when Seth wants to, he can literally switch it on, and it's a scary thing. So I've been the other side of the camera against him, and it's not a nice position to be in because he can bring it, and you wonder what he's going to bring because he's unpredictable. So I get that. I really do get that. While I've actually got you here, Al, I would like to talk about something controversial slightly, and it's to do with
Shit, eh?
Fight Club. Don't worry, Fight Club.
Okay, all right.
Not ex relationships.
No, whatever. So go for it.
But no, definitely about Fight Club. So
yep.
I got kicked out of Fight Club because I judged a match between you and Frank Paul, and Frank wasn't happy with me, despite two judges giving the same feedback. What was your sort of intake on that? What was your experience with that? Because I'd love to know what your thought process was.
So yeah, I kept my opinion to myself for the most part. I thought it was a shit go after taking an L. Like, just be a fucking man about it. DJB over here earlier, he showed some really good sportsmanship and understood that he was beaten, right? Frank struggled with that concept, and I mean, it is what it is. It's not new, and it's not something that like it's not going to change. Frank's going to continue to do Frank shit, and it is what it is. Behind the scenes, Frank and I, we were perfectly fine. Like, I didn't have any animosity or ill will in regards to the way he carried himself. And I imagine that at times, I've carried myself in a manner that wasn't necessarily ideal, and people who just have to fucking get over it. You know what I mean? So, look, I actually I got I think it was Josh messaged something to maybe the group or me individually, and then I went and asked the question, like, what is this actually about? What's going on? Because I'd seen what was on the page, and I heard some rumblings, but like, I didn't delve into it. Like, I don't, like, I've got better things to deal with. But like, it was mentioned, like, there was some sort of shit, and then I sent it off to Nick, and then the next thing, the whole, like, it's all fucking blown up, and you've been removed from IW and whatever, and like, I thought it was all just a big shit show that was unwarranted, to be honest.
Do you know what? And I will clear it up within 45 seconds. So I was asked to judge you versus Frank. I was told by David before I judged that Frank didn't want me to judge him. I was like, why would you tell me that? Like, straight away, I was like, why would you tell me that? Like, what is your end game? He's like, Frank doesn't trust you as a judge. Frank said this. So Frank said that I said to him, I don't get his work, and I don't think it's good in comp. By the way, I never said that. Frank lied. Frank was basically knew what was going to be his judge, made up as much bullshit as possible so that if he did lose, he had something to lean on.
Yeah.
He didn't want to take a loss to Australia. I put that to one side. I didn't give a shit. I told David, look, I'm here to be unbiased. I'm here to judge a match. I got Australia versus Frank Paul. I gave my critique. My critique was fucking on point. It was live. Everyone saw it. And even Ethan Carnage said, do you know what? Like you can't argue that. And so the results come out, and it came down to, I can't remember who the third judge was. All I know is I fucking hate him. He's a fucking knobhead. And he gave the same result I did. And all I did was a little fist pump. And it was more because I thought he was going to look at Frank Paul as Frank Paul and go, I can't vote against him. So when he voted for you, because you generally had the better promo, I literally went, fuck yeah, because like he's voted the right way. And Frank Paul was like, Grant's fucking biased. Oh, look at his reaction to such and such. This, that, and the other. It was like, but it was 2-1. You know, 3 judges. Fuck you. But no, your promo was above and beyond his. I remember this. You had that really grittiness to you, like overly grittiness, and you were so. I remember that little growl you had in your voice right at the end. You were like, "Oh, ow, strike," and I believed it. It was fucking honest. It was raw. Fucking Frank Paul was just there, sat there in like a fucking hole in the wall, in a white t-shirt, going, I'm gonna fucking beat him. Yeah, I'm fucking well good. Because I'm from Pittsburgh. Oh, fuck off, you knobhead. You know.
So the promo itself, the makeup came from 2 separate presentations. One was given to EC3, who was the NWA World Heavyweight Champion at the time, and his feedback to me was, I can see exactly what you are, exactly who you are, and what you want to accomplish. And he turned around and he said that he liked particularly the way it progressed, and then eventually at the end I was full spazzing out.
What I just said, right?
Yeah. And then the other one, like the other half of that promo, so the whole, you know, the spiel that I do, the bash, crash, thrash, stray, smash, that was bits and pieces that was taken from different promos, and I threw it all together. I wanted a fight style similar to like what Bruce Lee did, right? So I've created my own type of, like, the way I approach my work. That's where the
now
whole
you said that makes more sense.
Torment and torture through blunt force trauma, bash, crash, thrash, stray, smash, it all of it sort of bits and pieces were thrown together and written up in a way that it all makes sense, so that I can present Australia in under 60 seconds. That's who Australia is. And that promo, that half of it was dropped for Trevor Lee when he came down here. I did a conference with him. So the 2 of them separately put together was what I delivered for that Frank Paul promo, knowing that I would have to put out my best work. And so the whole society doesn't accept me. I found my place in this world. I was born for this shit. And then the whole spiel, like, it all just went together perfectly. And I felt like it was a really good promo too.
Mate, it was a great promo.
Yeah. And look, had the result fallen the other way, I can guarantee you right now, I would not have had an ill word to say about it. Like, it is what it is. You take your wins and you take your losses like a fucking man, you know?
The beautiful thing that happened to me was you won, because that showed me that David didn't have a backbone. It showed me that Frank Paul was a piece of shit that couldn't hold a fucking loss to save his life. There's no humbleness. And I got kicked out of the best thing that could have happened to me at 14 months after being away from EFED. It showed me that IW's not changed. It's a shit show. John May can't fucking hold a show to save his life.
That's my general manager you're talking about.
Well, he's a shit general manager. He can't fucking hold a show. And the same with, and you know, I'll say this, and I've said it before. Dark and Graves misses, I love her to pieces, honestly I do. As a person, I do, but I cannot stand watching her on a screen. That's why I left PWR, because I couldn't stand watching her produce shows. And then I went to YW and they were like, she's producing shows. And I was like, fuck. And I didn't want to be rude, but I didn't want to stay there and watch. You can't, I'm sorry, you can't. John May and her cannot fucking produce shows. They can't. they're shit. And sorry for being unfiltered, but that's who I am. I'm going to say it how it is. I'm not going to watch a show that they're fucking producing because they can't hold a camera.
I have left feds in the past because I wasn't happy with the way their results were dished up.
You know what? I feel the same way as you, Al. I mean, I had done that in the past too. Trust and believe. And trust me, I'm overprotected at how I portray my character as Ruby and everything. So
yeah,
I mean, I don't care about win. I don't care about lose. There's a certain aspect. There's a certain aspect of how I want Ruby to be portrayed, and like if they portray like Ruby like in a different way that I don't come across as, then I will get like very overprotective when it comes to things like that.
John, I'm going to throw it the other way, and I'm going to talk about shows that I do like because I've enjoyed the people who are there. RPW, I don't think gets enough credit for the product that they put out because I thoroughly fucking enjoy the product that they put out, and I you will see the Unfiltered is there constantly giving praise and liking shit because I watch RPW a lot. And it's very much the same with Heresy. Heresy, I love the product. The product they put out is incredible. Elite, GPP, the shows they put out are on point and really enjoyable. Same with UWO to an extent. I think Justin's let the ball drop a little bit, but he's got some more that he needs to do with it. But the product itself and the talent that's there is on point. So there's something to work with. IW, I think is a shell of its former self. XWE is fucking non-existent anymore. So the ball game of EFED is there for anyone to grab because the former glories are no longer apparent. EWN's not an EFED. Bear in mind that it's a show that cross brands everyone. So EFED is everything that is EFED.
I thought this whole time EWN was like EFED. Honestly, I did not know.
It's a cross promotional page, so it brings everyone together. Every show is cross promotional. There is no EWN roster. It doesn't exist. EWN roster comprises of everyone's roster. Simple as that.
It was a good thing because when I was brought on to for the first round of the EFED World News, I mean, of course there are some people out there who knows about me. There's some people that don't, and of course I'm glad that I actually put myself out there for a lot of people to know who Ruby Knight is. So,
and it's good, and that's what it's about. It's bringing new faces to new places. Hey Dan, make a mental note of that one. That's my new phrase. New faces to new places. There you go.
Okay, we'll get a shirt.
That's what it's about. But it's beautiful. It's meant to be. I'm not going to throw shade anywhere, but no one's been able to do what I do. To ultimately put a EFED Hall of Fame together and keep the integrity, to put an EFED World Cup together and keep the integrity, to put a EFED World title together and keep the integrity, it takes a certain amount of person to be able to do that. Ryan Huckabee couldn't do it. David Jones couldn't do it.
Period.
Everyone else that thinks they're a big name, they couldn't do it. I did it. And I don't need recognition for that because the recognition comes from the people that actually run with it. I don't need any fucking privilege to my name. The privilege comes from the people that are running with it. The EWN World Champion was the biggest name on the card. It wasn't me because I made them the world champion. It was them because they were the world champion. The EWN World Cup winners, they were the winners because they were the World Cup winners. It's not about me, it's about them. This has always been about community from day one.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between me and the people that are now blacklisted or no longer heard about or disintegrated. It's about integrity. The integrity is I'm nothing. I'm just a fucking hollow vessel.
Wait. Hold on. Don't say you're nothing. You're something. Hey, I'll
In
say that about
my
a lot of people. Don't say that you're nothing. You're something in this world.
I'm happy being nothing.
in
The
my
something
opinion, hang on.
EWN is something.
You are the governing body of EFED at this point. That's
Exactly.
my opinion and has been for years.
So
Like,
never, so never,
yeah.
never in your life say that you're nothing. You're always something to all of us because for the fact of the matter, like, look at what you're doing. So the fact that you put out this product and
I'm not going to
juggling
say
your personal
anything.
life and everything at the same time, that takes so much commitment.
I'm not going to tell you off or say anything because you know you're not nothing to me. I've got your picture on my wall, bruv. Fuck you.
Stop
Yeah, I don't have your picture on my wall, but I still think you're the governing body of EFED.
Yep.
I definitely don't have a picture. I definitely don't have a picture of you on my wall, except for a picture of Janet Jackson because that's my queen. But but the fact of the matter is that I appreciate your body of work and everything you put out there in the world of EFED.
Listen. This isn't a fucking rub my balls and tickle my asshole pie. Listen.
Thanks,
I appreciate. I appreciate that people.
Good at that. I got good hands. I mean, you know my number.
Sure.
I'm always one call away.
I appreciate that people appreciate me for what I do, but the point is, it's never been about me. I what I do on my own is about me. When I go to Elite and I become the Nemesis World Champion, that's about me. When I go to WKP and I put the best content out there every fucking week non-stop, that's about me. When I go to UWO and I become the sleaze, and that's the most entertaining thing out there, that's about me. When I come to EWN, that's not about me. That's about everyone else bar me.
Speaking of everyone else, I think now might be a nice time to remind everyone of the matches in round 2.
Let's go for it. Let's quickly go through it, and then we'll call it a day. Thank you very much for joining. So match 1, and I will get Ruby Knight and Alstrea's opinions on who they think will win. Match 1 will be Blunt Rose EMP going against Glenn Sexton's UWO. I know you're going to be a bit biased here, Ruby.
Yeah, because
rightfully so.
Glenn, along with myself, are part of UWO. I mean, I would say nothing for Blunt because he's the kind of man that to bring it. He tells it like it is in every single promo.
Yeah.
Glenn, he basically goes for the gut and don't stop punching. So his opponent is down for the count. So I'm sorry if I had to be biased. I think Glenn is going to win this round.
That's fair. Where you going, Al?
I think it'll be a tall task, but I believe Blunt Rowe has what it takes to get the win.
Okay, match 2, Jay Menace versus Onyx. BWO T2's Jay Menace versus WKP's Onyx. If you know him.
I'll say Jay Menace. I think Jay Menace in that one.
I will say Jay Menace myself.
Hey, listen, Onyx, I know you got it. I know you're a storyteller. Bring it heavy. Match 3, Soulstar, the upset from Revolt Team 2 versus Franklin Benjamin from BWO Team 1.
This match is going to be very interesting, but I think Franklin Benjamin will have the major balls to not pull up upset, but basically demolish that headache Soulstar.
A bit more polished, right?
I know Soulstar got slept on in the first, but I don't think round 2 will work out quite the same for him. I think he's up against it in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got a tall task, but Soulstar, if you're going to bring it, polish and bring it. Match 4, Lunatic from WKP versus Phil Marshall of SWA Team 2.
Phil Marshall, enough said.
Fair. That's fair.
Okay, so we're going on to a very interesting one now. Match 5, Doomsayer from Heresy Team 1 versus Adam Smush from Pandemonium.
Ooh.
Doomsayer.
Very similar and different styles.
Doomsayer to give Adam Smush a reality check, and I think Doomsayer takes it with ease.
I have my battle. I have my battles with Doomsayer and everything. And another EFED, he is part of my stable called the House, basically. And Doomsayer knows how to bring it. I mean, I seen the growth of when I first met this guy 2 years ago in a battle against him in Heresy, actually. And to see where he is now, that's major growth right there. And
I remember.
I think Doomsayer will definitely take it this round.
I remember 2020 comp Doomsayer in Agon, and that cunt was a fucking weapon. The Megalodon of Agon. Good times, huh?
It was good times. So Doomsayer for me, I fucking hated people being called EFED trainers. I fucking hated it. I detested it. Coaches in EFED, I thought it was fucking cheesy. I thought it was annoying. It was a piss take. A guy named Taylor Chadwick and the Beast both reached out to me at the same time in UPW and went, look, I want to do what you're doing. And I went, look, I'm doing what I'm doing from fucking just pure personality, shall we say. And they were the first two that I would never admit that I was teaching. I would always say that I was guiding. And Doomsayer was one of those. The Beast and Doomsayer, two people that are in round 2 now, are two people that I refuse to say I coached, but I did guide them in the right direction once upon a time, and it's great to see them do what they're doing now. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
So match 6 is Vane from BWOT1 versus D Psycho of EMP. A newfound D Psycho.
This D Psycho from the past is more dangerous than I have ever seen. So I think Bane has got like his work cut out for him, but I'm going with D Psycho on this one.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Based on the feedback that I've heard throughout this broadcast, I would probably be edging towards Vane. I think D Psycho is going to have to pull something out his ass.
That's fair. Match 7 is Don Krypton, who was in the contention for promo of the round versus also contention for promo of the round, DNR. So that is Nathan Root versus Don Krypton, BWO Team 1 versus Pandemonium's DNR.
I know DNR. I worked with him recently and struggled. I hope that whatever he puts out is able to be translated as he intends, and wish him the best of luck.
Pass.
Me? I don't know. Both men could definitely bring it. I mean, I'm new.
Definitely.
I'm new to Krypton because this is my first time really seeing his body of work. I know about Nathan. I mean, I see his body of work a few other places, and I'm kind of undecided on this one. Yeah.
Already know who Owl's going with on this match A. He definitely thinks Seth Sessenbrenner will beat this individual. Heresy Team 2, Seth Sessenbrenner versus Al Strayer of Heresy Team 1.
I'll go first on this one. I'll go first. I don't want to be biased, even though he's right next to me and everything. But let me just say, I know what Al Strayer is capable of. Being that, I have faced this man in a triple threat match when UWO and Heresy was combined a few years ago. And I know what Al could bring to the table. He's very dangerous, very crafty in the mind. Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. So, bet all my money.
You're going Seth Sessenbrenner, yeah? Fair enough.
I'm betting all, no. I'm betting all my money on Al on this one. In my rent money, take my car. I don't care. But every single way I have, I'll give it to Al.
Two people that know each other very well, so this is going to be a beauty to watch. I'm not going to ask Al what his game plan is because I don't want Seth to know.
Al,
So
what are you going to do, Al? Tell me. I won't tell anybody, I promise.
1,000 miles an hour from start to finish.
You put your foot on the pedal. Really. You put your foot on the pedal, and you do not let go until you either see God or the checkered flag.
So my great grandmother was black. So this means me and this next guy could be cousins.
Where did that come from?
Well, it's true.
But it's a bit random to add in a little.
Well, his name's Bobby Miller, so we've got to be related somehow.
Here's the next match, folks. By the way, my great grandma was black.
Well, she was.
Where's the?
I don't know what you want from that. It's just
correlation.
So my grandmother was a South African maid. My great grandfather was a manor house lord, shall we say? And my granddad.
Whoa!
What do you want? Like, this is literally a true story.
Okay, but like, are we about to get into a certain part of history that is frowned upon yet?
No, well, it depends. No, well, facts don't fucking hurt people, right? So the apartheid happened. My great grandmother and my great grandfather, one was white, one was black. You can't do that in the apartheid. So my grandfather, as a baby, because he was half caste, was shipped to fucking Scotland. There you go. There's the truth.
So you mean to tell me you're half black
and part Scottish?
No, I'm not. I'm not half black. I technically would. I would be mixed race, but you wouldn't know it. Yeah.
I mean, people didn't think that Sol Ruka was half black, but she actually is.
Listen, I look as white as they get, but yes, my great grandmother was black. Yeah.
Is anybody else surprised Vince McMahon never made a gimmick called melatonin?
What? Because he needs to sleep? I don't know. But yes, anyway, Bobby Miller, the Iceman from BWO Team 2, is going up against Beast from Heresy Team 1.
Ooh.
That is an interesting match.
I think Beast will kick it up a notch from the first round.
He has to.
I think I'm going to have a bit of a chat with me mate Pat, and we're going to get the old school Beast out with the hair and the wet look and the intensity and the constant stare, and stop looking away from the camera, Pat.
I think both of these need to up it, and if they both do, it's going to be anyone's game.
Compared to the first round with DJB versus Beast, we're actually neck and neck. I did not know who was going to win. So, but for the fact of the matter is that Bobby Miller versus Beast. Okay, yeah.
Bobby.
Okay, so what we're saying is if they both up it, then it could be anyone's game. Yeah. So that puts us on to match 10, which I want to know what you're thinking. Bong Daddy from Heresy Team 1 versus the goatee from Heresy Team 2. Literally the Hall of Famers that went in together as part of the same tag team this year, and now going up against each other in the World Cup. You couldn't fucking write this shit. This is what I live for. This is the shit I live for.
Even though I'm feeling some type of way, even though Bong Daddy took me out of the first round, I still want my rematch, Bong Daddy. I want my rematch. I'm just kidding. But either way, this match between two teams of Heresy, yeah. I will hate to say it. Even though he's knocked me out in the first round, I think Bong Daddy might take the second round.
I think many people will have Bong Daddy to win this, but Goatee knows Bong Daddy. So if Goatee turns it up a notch, because Goat is waiting for my response on his critique. He's the first person that has asked me for critique. So I'm going to give it him fair and square tomorrow. And if he listens to what I say, he might pull it up a notch, but we'll see.
If he listens, if he listens to what you say, he may very well imply that elsewhere, but I don't think it's going to be implied in the second round. And I think Josh Byers walks through to round 3 with ease.
Potentially.
100%.
You know better than me because you know I'm better than me.
This
But
could get
we'll move on
very,
to
very personal.
match 11. Takes us to AT Antoine Tate, BWOT2. Sorry for using your government name, but that's what AT stands for. Going up against the Playboy of Heresy Team 2. Playboy has something. He's got a fucking chip on his shoulder, and he wants it off badly. So I don't know how Playboy plays this, but Antoine AT is up there. Like, he potentially will pick up promo of the round going up against Playboy. How does Playboy play that?
I think Playboy does Playboy shit and just stick to the game plan. Don't deviate away from what you know. Do what you do best, because there are very few people in this business that can do the way Playboy does. Yeah.
I agree. And this is the advice I've been giving everyone. Play to your strengths. Don't try and play into all 6 categories of what I'm judging on, because you'll never win. All rounders don't exist. You play into what you're strong at, and if you play into them strong enough, you win.
Yeah, it's like being
so
imagine being a super heavyweight and trying lucha libre. Like, fuck off. You're not meant to be here, but, you know, it's the same.
I completely agree. And I was talking to someone quite recently about this. You play to your strengths. You know, when I was wrestling, I was like 310, 320 pounds. I'm not going to. When someone comes up to me and goes, right, we're going to do an international, you're going to duck back elbows, you're going to duck a line, you're going to jump over me. We're then going to go into several fucking wrestle spots. I'm like, shut the fuck up. No, I'm not. Why is that believable? Who the fuck in the crowd is believing that 320-pound guy is jumping over the fucking top of you and then trying to sleep to trip you up? Why am I not just throwing a fucking big arm at your chest and taking your head off your fucking shoulders? Believability, right? There you go. There's a little sneak peek into the business. However, match 12 is DB Greatness versus Mad T. So this is BWO Team 1 versus EMP. DB Greatness is a fucking interesting individual because he has ability to take this to another notch. Mad T depends on where his emotional fucking state is, and I'll say that now. And after having recent conversations with him, I'm allowed to say that. Where his emotional state is depends where his promo skills are.
No, I feel like that's me to a T. Depending on how I'm feeling, like, that's what you'll get.
Fairs.
That's me all year long. Especially, like, maybe not so much in comp. Like, I'll put myself out, you know what I mean? But during the year, like through normal storyline shit, I will promo based on how I'm feeling at the time. So results will differ always. Yeah.
And that's fair. So, you know, who do you think you got here? DB Greatness, Mad T.
I think I know Mad T a lot better than I do this DB Greatness. And just on that, I'd have to say, I think, well, I don't know. I got no idea because I don't know DB Greatness for shit.
He's polished. I'll say that. He's polished.
Okay.
Fair enough. Anyway, match 13, Ralph Swagger versus Gully Guns.
I think Gully Guns. I watched both of their work in round one. Yeah, and just I'll throw it out there, if when Breaking the Virginity comes around and you know, Gully needs an alt, I'd be happy to be him. Thank you.
Write that down, Grant.
It is fucking logged. Don't worry. this card's going to be. You've already got fucking the Unfiltered Animal versus Bong Daddy. You know, fucking hell, I like Gully Guns versus Australia any day of the week.
Sweet.
So, match 14, the final match of the night. The intriguing one, the Deviant from SWA T1. So, yeah, I'm happy to talk about his past as well. You know, he's always been mid, less than mid. Like fucking his work's been shit, to be honest. And that's not me throwing shade or being horrible or anything like that. But whatever he's picked up now with this clown character as Deviant is what he needed to do a long time ago. But it's working now, and that's what it's about. And he's going up against UWO's Toa. Toa in the first round knew that his opponent was going to bring her and sort of just went meh himself. Toa can bring it if he wants to, but he hasn't in the last 3 promos in the World Cup. And I say 3 promos because I'm counting the one he just did and round 1 and round 2 of 2023. And he was him versus Alicia Maglio was the worst match I've ever fucking seen in World Cup history. That's all I'm going to say. It just was. I ain't chatting lies. But Deviant is now going up against Toa. What happens?
That could be an upset. A big upset.
I think so too, maybe.
I'd like to think that Toa will step up and go above and beyond.
And if he does, then Deviant's got a different fucking match on his hands.
Yeah. But I definitely agree with you in saying that, you know, previously the guy that plays Deviant, he had like a Div 5 character and now he's sort of moving up towards the 3rd. You know, like I'd put him in 3rd division at this point.
He's
but
found
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
I'd give him a mid-card title.
It can make all the difference, you know, having the right character to play. You know.
Oh, that's been what do we talk about with Great Divine? Great Divine, like I said, I'm already singing his praises for coming into round 1, being himself, being honest. Okay, it's not a promo that's going to win, but he did that mask character that we saw in on the fucking weekly show that we used to do, and in the fake World Cup.
Yeah, on after all.
And it was really. Do you know what? I was watching it going, "Fuck, this works. Why are you not doing this all the time? Like whatever this is, it's stupidly on point."
Yeah.
You know, sometimes people need to find something that works within themselves. Like anyone that thinks that the Sleaze and the Unfiltered Animal were just fucking made like that, at one point they were the fucking same person. That's the God's honest truth. You know, the Sleaze was this cockney. This is a fucking true story now. The Sleaze was this, oh yeah, fucking top notch, gonna go down there and fuck her up, you know what I mean? It was this fucking stupid cockney character. And it was also the Unfiltered at the same time. And I broke them away slowly over time. You know, nothing happens or like that. You know, it just doesn't. So with people like the Great Divine, Sean Price, and with the Deviant and everything he's done, you know, he's been in this game a long time. So to finally find something that works, fair fucks to you. To be in this long and go, do you know what? Yeah, that was shit, that shit, that shit. I'm still going with that shit. And finally find something that takes you to round 2. Respect.
Yeah. 100%.
But on that note, gentlemen and friends around the world, that is 1 hour and 3 minutes more than I was willing to do on this show. I would like to thank Burnman for joining us and being high as fuck on fucking crack. I would like to thank Joey DeWitt for not being on crack. And I would like to thank the 2 people below me, Australia and Keenan Wilson, aka Ruby Knight, and that motherfucker, Australia. What a G. Brings it every time he's on the fucking screen. You know DJB. I don't need to fucking scream his name, piece of shit.
Two questions.
And I bet.
Two questions. October is Breaking the Virginity, right?
Breaking the Virginity will be October, yeah.
Okay, what's in November?
Chat shit get banged.
Okay.
Chat shit get banged, by the way, is a tournament that you've only got either 90 seconds or 120 seconds to cut a promo. That's it. You know, it's short, it's to the point. If you chat shit too soon, you get banged. Simple as that. You ain't good at talking, don't come to the fucking tournament, because you've got literally 90 seconds to 120 seconds to get your shit across. The title is currently held by Triple M. If anyone knows Andrew Buitt, he won the first ever Chat Shit Gang Banged tournament. He has a trophy to prove it. So we'll do the second ever, Chat Shit Get Banged tournament in November. But October we'll be Breaking the Virginity, which is the chance for anyone to face anyone they've never faced before. We will have the Iron Bison going one-on-one with someone he's never faced before in comp. It will be the Unfiltered Animal going one-on-one with Bong Daddy, first time ever. Two of the men that stormed through 2023. There is a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of big names to be had, and there's a lot of people that are begging for matches. I know Australia's looking for something tasty. Come chat. Well, he might be turning up for Chat Shit Bang Bang Bang. Who knows? I'd love to see him in that tournament, but Breaking the Virginity is something I'd love to see. And Wilson, Mr. Keenan, down there, I want to see you Breaking the Virginity, because I think there's plenty of people that would thrive in a position with you as their opponent.
I really like this shorter format.
I'm still thinking on it. But
take a think. Yeah. Al, what we saying then?
I'm still taking things in consideration after what happened in the first round, and taking those notes and perfect my craft.
I like the format of Chat Sheet Get Banged. I think the shorter time limits are fucking great. Personally, 7 minutes is a long fucking time.
Hey, listen, Chat Sheet Get Banged is
to be
fantastic.
honest, doing one promo is doing one promo, and not do not do a second or third promo or anything. I'm like, okay, this is a challenge I could do. Yeah, so. Usually I just tell a person to clap back at my opponent after they drop their first one and blah blah blah. So yeah.
Well, believe it or not, in Chat Shit Get Banged in the previous days, people have still acted as if they just had a 4-minute intro, and the start of their promo is like, "Hello," as if something's just fucking happened that hasn't. So it takes a certain personality to be able to do a 90-second promo. It's old school. It's fucking 90s, 1970, 1980 shit. You know, you got 90 seconds. You got 120 seconds. You got 2 minutes.
Just thinking about the vignettes, a lot of wrestlers do, before a match or something, backstage or something, or a little video vignette. Because those are short.
It's true. So. Coming in October is Breaking the Virginity. Coming in November is Chat Shit Get Banged. You've heard it here first. We've chatted enough shit tonight. Thank you very much for Australia, Keenan Wilson, and DJB for being with us here tonight. I am the Unfiltered. It is time to say good night.
It's time to say good night. Good night, everyone.